Da do 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 do. Yeah. Streaming. Oh yeah, we're streaming now. And now I can see the chat. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Hello. Oh, what is up? What is up, Cat Tish? What is up, Simon? Simon Cobb? Simon Cobb, is that a reference to Uno Cobbs circa some time in Australia? What are we doing? We're making art. It's Chemicards art stream. Yo. We're making art today. It's art time. Oh my god. The real Wingding Gaster is in my chat. That's crazy. I heard you were the royal scientist. Hello everyone. Today I might try and do multiple cards, but it really depends on how long this one takes. I'm gonna try and do the direction tracker card. So for those of you that don't remember what this one was about, this was a card that its entire purpose is just to keep track of the direction of play. So if the direction of play gets reversed or something, then this card would flip and then it would display counterclockwise instead of clockwise. And normally it would just display clockwise. Like it looked like a circular arrow, like a recycling symbol going clockwise, but then you flip it over and it's going counterclockwise. This is very much just a quality of life a quality of life card because you know you don't really need this card, but it's a card that was included, and I think in the complex world of Chemicards, this is going to be something that is very necessary. There's going to be a lot you're keeping track of in Massicards, and I mean, in Massicards, what? There's going to be a lot you're keeping track of in Chemicards, and I feel like having this card keep track of the direction of play is going to be very nice. Would one side mirror the other? Yes. So, yeah, like the other side of this card will be effectively the same. But the only difference is that it has counterclockwise instead of clockwise symbol on it. Um, but yeah, I'm a printer. Actually, you have it. You literally, that is the idea that I had in my head, is having a sort of a vat of chemicals that you're looking down, like top view, and it's swirling like the chemical is being mixed, right? So the chemicals being mixed, and then on top of that, you would have the arrow symbol. Woo, 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 woo. It goes spinny. And so it maybe on one side have the chemicals be one color, and then you flip it around, and then the chemicals are a different color, and the arrows are going the opposite direction. So yeah, I'm a printer. You actually nailed it for like what I wanted to do. That was like the first thing that came to my head when yeah, that was the first thing that came to my head when I thought of how I would rebrand this card, because I don't know if y'all know what this card looks like in the real game that it comes from. I'm pretty sure it comes from Uno Party. I could be wrong about that. But in that game, like, it's very boring. It's a very boring card. It's like gray. It's like a monochromatic gray color. So yeah, I think having the swirling chemical pool in the middle is going to be a very cool way to differentiate it. But yeah, so this stream is going to be a very a let him cook, like a let him cook sort of stream. um, just because there isn't going to be like, I don't think there's going to be too much to vote on or anything like that. Um, but like, I don't know, maybe there will be. I don't think there's going to be too much wacky nonsense in this one. I can make this circle perfectly 100 by 100 and have it fit here. Have it centered. Boom. Now we have a perfect circle. It does come from Uno Party. See? Thank you. That's I was fairly certain, but I didn't know for sure, and now I do because someone told me. It's that simple. When you have like 30 million different, Uno versions stuck in your head, it's a little difficult to remember all of them. So I appreciate it when people fill in the gaps for me. This is no, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. So how's everyone doing today? How are we doing? Is it a good Friday for us today, or is it like a subpar Friday? I should just be drawing the lines so I know where these go. I I am very happy to be streaming because I missed you guys. I missed talking to y'all because I don't get to stream very frequently, but when I do, it's always really fun. It's always a really fun time. I enjoy streaming. I enjoy interacting with you guys. I enjoy interacting with my audience in general, just because y'all are fun. Y'all are really fun. Um, and like that's why I respond to every comment, like because it's just really fun interacting with you, with y'all's. There we go. Two perfect circles. Two perfect circles overlapped with each other. Bada bing, bada bing. It's a solid 5.1 out of 10 Friday. John Garfield, you've been commenting a lot recently. I recognize you because you just did a complete watch through of the Uno Amalgam Chemicards series. Thank you for doing that, by the way. I really do appreciate it. I it's one of my favorite things when people say like, "Oh, like it's time for my like fourth or fifth rewatch of the entire series." And it's like, dang, holy cow, you're gonna watch the entire series for like a third or fourth time? What are you, nuts? But I think it's really awesome. I think it's really awesome that I've created something that uh people feel that they can watch over and over and over again. Like that makes me happy. I need like a more subtle color. Maybe a little bit more saturated than that. Yeah. I want it to be green. The red circle is the important thing in the thumbnail. This isn't even a red circle. If Uno made a cheaters edition, do you think you would make a video on it? Absolutely. And I don't know how many of you know this because this is a pretty recent development, but um, there it just got revealed recently that there is uh a Uno Liars, or Liars Uno it's called. I think it's, and I think that's probably as close as we're going to get to Uno Cheaters Edition. Because like, yeah, it's called Liars Uno. It's a real thing that's going to be happening. Um and yeah, I can only assume that it would function similarly. Like I'm assuming it has lying mechanics of some variety, and so we're gonna end up with we're gonna end up with something that maybe will even be better than like the Monopoly Cheaters Edition format of, game that's meant to be whatever ever like we're so cool and whatever. Monopoly Cheaters Edition is terrible. Have I ever told you guys that one before? Hopefully better implemented, yeah. Is it like Liar's Bar? I have no idea. I don't know if it's like Liar's Dice or Liar's Cards or anything like that. There's a chance. There's a chance that it could be, but we really don't have that much information on it right now. Because like I said, it just got like I think it got leaked. I don't even think it got announced. I'm pretty sure it got leaked somehow. And yeah, we don't have all the information on that, but as soon as it comes out, my Discord server is going to know everything about it. What could you possibly lie about in Uno? Well, it would have to have unique mechanics that make it so that you can lie about stuff in your hand. Apparently, like, and this is all speculation, I'm pretty sure right now, but apparently there's like specific type of cards that you can lay down on the table, like trap cards or whatever, and like no one knows the content of them, so you can lie about it. I don't know. It's a little weird. I just imagine, the meme, the Knuckles meme where he says, I don't know." Like, imagine that, but it's just my face because I'm a little skeptical on Liar's Uno, but it's getting the same treatment as like Uno teams and all the modern Uno major Uno variants. Like it has its own color, it has its own thing. It's playing itself up like it's a major spin-off of Uno. So I expect quality. I expect quality, Mattel. Chemicards Cheaters Edition is never happening. And the most it'll get towards that is if Liar's Uno is anything like a Cheaters Edition. I love green circle. Thank you. But yeah, so the vat, this is like a vat of chemicals here, and this is something where, I need the appearance that it is going um clockwise or yeah, I'll start with the counterclockwise side. So right now I have a slightly darker green, which I'm going to use to create a swirly pattern. And I don't want it to be too dark. I don't want it to have too much contrast because eventually I want to put the arrows on top of this. But for now, I just want to sort of just create almost like a random swirly pattern using this darker color here. Uh, yeah, this is a real let him cook moment, I guess. But I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of things like this, and then hopefully by the end it'll look cool. That's my plan. Speaking of Monopoly Cheaters Edition, though, just while we're on the topic, I guess. Um, Man, that 3 hour long Monopoly Cheaters Edition video was a lot of work to make. Um, it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. That's probably one of my favorite videos I've ever made. It's a shame that it isn't getting as much attention as the as the original Monopoly Cheaters Edition video did, but I'm not upset about it. I kind of just want more people to watch it because like I like it. I think it's really funny and fun and cool. Um and I really thought I really thought that that would be the end of it, but there have been some pretty silly comments recently. I might have to make a follow-up video. Oops, accidentally deleted a pixel. I don't want to have to make a follow-up video to that video, but I have enough content where I could already, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that I already have enough content. I could probably make like another 40-minute, like another Ace Attorney style video that's like another 40 minutes long right now if I really wanted to. But I don't really want to right now. I got other things that I'm doing, and this is one of them. This is one of them. But people can't actually think some of those things, right? No, they do. They do. And that's why I quoted their stuff verbatim, because in the second video people did not believe me. They were like, there's no way people would come up with stuff like that. Like, you're just making this up for content, you know? And I'm like, no. No, you don't understand. People say that kind of stuff. Um yeah, that's why I ended up taking screenshots, but um yeah. If there's ever like another Monopoly Cheaters Edition 1.0 video, it'll probably just be a follow-up to the Ace Attorney video. Um because the next, I mean, the MCE video that I want to make more so is the Monopoly Cheaters Edition 2 video, which is something that's been on my back burner for quite a long time. Um and that's because I've had a lot on my plate, and I know that that's going to be a longer video as well. I've been working on the script for that one, but um yeah, it's not anywhere near done yet or anything like that. So hopefully at some point that will be the next Monopoly Cheaters Edition thing that happens. but um but yeah. There have been some goofy, silly comments recently. And a lot of them were on the third MCE video as well, which is actually wild. Like, you really have the audacity, huh? There was one comment, I should have saved it. I kind of regret not saving it. But there was this person, and like, they were one of those people. They were like, "Oh, I agree with everything you say about MCE. However, Monopoly requires zero strategy." And I'm like, you know me. You know me. I literally have like a 2-page essay on that I can copy paste at any time, but just like why Monopoly actually does have strategy, contrary to whatever it is you think it is. And so like, you can say that Monopoly doesn't have good strategy. You can say that like other systems do strategy better than Monopoly does. But when you say that Monopoly has zero strategy, like, you are just wrong. And I need you to know that. I need you to understand that you are incorrect about that. Like, it might not be as in depth. It might not be as in depth as you want it to be. But like, come on. You gotta understand. You gotta comprehend that there is strategy there. Because there is. Unless your definition of strategy is just completely different. Anyway, there is this person. They were like, yeah, basically Monopoly requires no strategy. And like, they had a long comment. Like, they were talking for like a really long time about how Monopoly had no strategy. Like, they seriously had at least 3 paragraphs worth of content. I mean, of content, of comment. And so, you know, I've already countered that argument before, so I don't really care. And so I just respond, like, oh, well, like Monopoly does require strategy, and like here's some examples. And this person like dismissed all of that. Just immediately was like, nah, whatever you just said, that's not strategy. That whatever all that stuff that you copy pasted in, that ain't strategy. And like I don't know what this person wanted, but they wanted something like, how chess has like named strategies, strategies that like, you have the name of the strategy, like, the Oxford opening. I don't know anything about chess strategies, so I just made that up just now, right? Like, oh, the EBDB opening, it goes here and that. Oh, what a good strategy that is. So opening with that, it's very versatile. Blah blah blah. And they have like chess has stuff like that for like every move in the game. Like chess just has stuff like that. And the reason that chess is able to have stuff like that is because chess has a finite amount of moves that you can make. Like there's only so many things that you can do in chess, right? Because there is a finite amount of moves. That's why it's like Connect 4, how Connect 4 has a finite amount of moves. Like that's why you can give things names. That's why you can give these strategies names, because like there's only so many of them. And the reason that Monopoly, and I think that's what this person wanted, they wanted me to like name off some Monopoly strategies, like their whatever. Chess also doesn't rely on chance. Yeah, this is true. I mean, it doesn't have any chance in it at all. Besides, I mean, if you're doing the coin flip for who goes first, it doesn't have any chance in it. But what was I saying? Hi, Orange. By the way, I see you. um, I was saying something, but yeah, like I think that's what that person wanted. They wanted like named strategies. They wanted me to like list off things that, like chess, that would be a named strategy or whatever. But Monopoly can't have that. Monopoly literally can't have that system of whatever, because it has infinite strategies. It has mechanics that are infinitely variable and dependent on player input, and that of course is the negotiation mechanics, which some people just choose to ignore. Some people choose to ignore that. And so like Monopoly, you can't pin it down like you can with chess. You can't say like, oh, it looks like Bradley's going for the bi Mediterranean opening, and it's like, what, whatever. It you have strategy in the game. There is strategy there. It's called the negotiation mechanics. But yeah, this person didn't like that. This person didn't like it when I told them that Monopoly has infinite strategy and that it can't be pinned down and all that. So they left another comment, and they were like I all I want is this. Like I even said so in my first comment, like I just want an example of this and how it connects to this, blah blah blah. And so I look back at their first comment and I see that they edited it, and I'm like, okay. this person this person is like, person doesn't know how to counter whatever it is I'm saying, and they go back and they edit their comment. Oh, I thought that was so funny. I thought it was so it's so funny when I catch people editing their comment as well. Because of course I took a screenshot of this. I took a screenshot, I'm like, of when they left their first comment because I knew they were going to be an argumentative person. And so I knew that they went back and edited their comment to make themselves look like they were in the right more, you know? Like I knew they were going to try and pull something. So I have this screenshot of them like I have the screenshot of their original comment, which of course doesn't even mention anything like what they're talking about now. Like they've completely pivoted away from their original argument. And so I just say like, hey man, you edited your comment and like it's clear that like you're not even worth my time anymore. Like it's funny. Like it's really funny what you're doing. Like I'm laughing and like whatever, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to continue because you're just going to change your comment again. And they left like the saltiest comment ever. This is why I wish I would have saved it because they went on like this tangent about like, well, good. Like I don't want to keep talking to you anyway. I feel like I'm arguing with a flat earther and like like you only like address the information that like you want and you ignore everything else, and it's like bro, you ignored my entire analysis on how there actually is strategy. Like I had like a page worth of copy pasted stuff and you just completely disregarded it. Such a hypocrite. But I thought it was so funny that like I don't know, they called me a flat earther or they compared me to a flat earther for doing something like they claimed I did something which they actually did. Like, oh my god. Trying to speed run themselves into another video for real, for real. But in the end I didn't end up saving that one because it treaded a lot of old ground, you know? It was like a lot of stuff I've talked about before, a lot of the Monopoly strategy stuff, which I've already gone over in multiple videos. um, so I ended up getting rid of it. But I kind of wish I saved it because I would have loved to just read back on it and laugh sometime. That I do that sometimes, by the way. Like for those people out there that think that they left their comment in the void and that it's never going to get seen again and they can say whatever they want without any repercussions. Like just know that like if you left a stupid comment, I open up my folders and I just read them sometimes and I laugh. I think they're so funny. Like that's the type of bad commenter that I love to receive. I love to get that because I get endless entertainment out of it. I don't know. It really tickles the funny bone. Okay, I haven't been looking at chat because I've been cooking. Sorry. One second. I want to place a couple more pixels and then I need to read more chat. I realize this. People can be so baffling sometimes. Yes. Yeah. So you may have noticed that I have the spinning one direction and then also spinning the other direction type beat, or just the illusion of it. And that's because I want it to be like kind of ambiguous so that when it's flipped to the other side, it's the same. But like overall, I just want the pattern to be kind of neat. I just want the pattern to be kind of cool. I want the pattern to be like, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, swirly, woo, woo, woo. And so I have the middle two going one way, and then I have this outside one, this larger one that takes up more pixel space, going the opposite way. It's kind of like that drill. You know that drill from the much beloved Lego Power Miners? Remember when you said if Chemicards wasn't out by Christmas 2025, you would cry? I do remember saying that. I'm probably going to cry because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I got a lot to go yet. I don't know if it's gonna be ready for Christmas. I'm gonna be honest. But what can you do? I can't, if I can't get it done by Christmas, like, I apologize. I'm sorry. But there's not much I can do. Like, art takes time. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get the game out by a certain time if the quality would be worsened by that decision. So I'm sorry if that is the case. I'm sorry if it ends up I'm sorry if it ends up not being that way, but you know, uh there's not much I can do. It's that simple, really. Gatorade ASMR. There we go. I got cool blue today. Cool blue Gatorade, baby. But yeah, um, I think ideally, in an ideal world, I would want to have the pretty prototype done by Christmas, so that so that I can have a game to at least show you, and at that point, like, it might be safe to start making the Kickstarter and things like that. Um, but I'm not gonna make any promises on the day or anything like that. Just because I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I wish I did, because then I would know how long it's gonna take. If you cannot finish it by then, it is fine. Thank you, Wingding I appreciate it. But yeah, okay, so this looks like kind of what I want. This is like, yeah, like, not very high contrast, generic swirly designs, and now over the top of that is where we put the arrow, right? The arrow will be its own new thing. And I want it to just be like the symbols that are on the cards. So I want it to be pitch black, very clear against the green what is going on here. Um, so what I will do is I will draw another circle. Maybe a little smaller than that. I will simply draw another circle. 70 by 70. Is that the way? Yeah, that's probably the way. That's probably the way right there. Yeah, I remember saying that you were done with all of the wilds, I think. Is that true? Yes, to an extent. I'm done with all of the wild cards that are present in the main draw pile. So what does that mean? It means that there are some cards that are wild cards, but they are not done yet. and that's because they're not part of the main draw pile. And I'm focusing on the main draw pile right now, which is why I have all of the cards in the main draw pile done. All the wild cards in the main draw pile done. Because next, after that, I'm going to move on to the rest of the cards. The rest of the cards in the main draw pile, all the the like the number, the regular number cards, and the regular letter whatever, and the colors, regular number and color cards, and like all of the cards that are color exclusive symbol stuff and things like that. Like that's what I'm moving on to, right? Actually, you know what I realized here? Can I hold on? Yes, I can. Okay. This actually helps a lot. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I will simply copy and paste it later. Uh, but yeah, all of the wild cards are done in the main draw pile. And the wild cards that aren't done are the all of the wild cards that just aren't in the main draw pile. So things like the customizable wild cards, which have their own pile, for the most part. There's going to be one in the main deck too, but that one is done. Like the ones specifically used for the jackpot effect and things like that, like those are not done. Um, but yeah, they'll be their own thing later. Like they'll be their own thing in the future. Um, but yeah, the main draw pile wild cards are done, and those are the most complex ones. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but like the ones that are in the main draw pile are like the most complex ones in the game. Like we think of all of the most complex effects that you've seen me talk about in the series. Like almost every single one is in the main draw pile as a wild card specifically. And it took a while. It took a while to make all those because I had to write all of that text, I had to write all the text in there, and it was all unique. Like I really couldn't do there was very rare instances of copy pasting when I was making the wild cards because like there was so much stuff that was unique because almost everything was unique. It was kind of a nightmare. I'll be honest. It was kind of a nightmare trying to get all that stuff done. Like it took me longer than I wanted it to take in general. I knew it would take a long time, but I didn't know it would take that long. Yeah. I'm actually using my second monitor with chat as another thing here. um but yeah, it's a huge milestone for the project to have all of that done. It's a really big deal. It might not seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. Like that is a huge chunk of the work. Like the regular number cards, regular color cards and whatever. I just realized I'm making counterclockwise right now. I just realized I'm making counterclockwise right now. Well, you know what? That's okay because it's gonna get flipped anyway. But I just noticed. Uh, man. Yeah, now we have the generic arrow shape. I can trim it up a little bit to look all nice. Give him a little haircut. That's right. Give him a little haircut. Um yeah, no, I'm really excited to work on the number cards and all the other like main draw pile cards because they're going to be so much easier. So much easier. Like unbelievably easier. There's going to be so much more copy pasting. It's going to be crazy. So hopefully they go a lot quicker and I'll be able to move on to the next card type a lot sooner. Have you started work on the character cards or pet cards? No, I have not. Um, I have not done that. And I think I've said this before. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but character cards. See that trick? That was pretty cool, huh? Uh, the character cards are going to be like seriously one of the most like time consuming things in the entire thing because characters are a whole other thing. Like this stuff, I don't even need to prep. Like I can just do it. You know, I can jump on here, I can go on stream and I can just make this and I don't even need to think about it. I can just do it, you know? But with character cards like I'm going to have to sketch them out. Like I'm going to have to sketch out like what I want the characters to look like exactly and then I'm going to have to put it on a card. And you know, there's like 28 characters or whatever, or 23. I can't remember the number. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be it's that part of the project is going to be pretty time consuming. I want to be able to stream the character stuff, but like I don't know if I'm going to in the end. Like it's one of those things like if you guys are willing to watch me potentially work on something for hours just to have nothing in the end, like just to fail, because that's very possible with characters. Like sometimes character artwork just does not work out and you need to start over. You just start over from the very beginning. Like no amount of editing is going to save it type of deal. um, uh but yeah, like I think this is good here. I'm going to leave them as separate layers for now. Um, but yeah, this is the vat here. I'm going to leave them as separate layers because later I'm going to make this go counterclockwise. I mean, go regular clockwise instead. Um, but for now, I need to work on this outside part here. Um, but yeah, character art. I'm glad that you would watch that, Snandor. I'm glad you would watch that. Like I know what I want the characters to look like because I've had them designed like for so long now. Like ever since I made that episode. Ever since I made that episode of the ever since I made that episode of the Amalgam series, like I've had those characters pretty much ready to go design wise, but it's all the specifics, it's all the little things, it's the pose, it's like their expression, it's everything and all the little things and I'm you know that's one of the most difficult parts of drawing characters is like in my opinion anyway. Oh whoa! I'm on the wrong layer. Is the pose, like the pose and the expression, like the face in general. I think the face is something that's really important to get right, and if you don't get the face right, like it's over. You just gotta go home. That's just me, like that's just me like projecting my own art insecurities, I guess, because characters are difficult. Compared to like anything that isn't characters, I guess. But I have been working on characters. Uh like and when I say I've been working on characters, I mean like I've been working on um I've been working on practicing making characters, I guess. Because eventually I'm gonna, you know, like a goal in the future is I want to make the Massacard's visual novel as well, and that is all character stuff right there. Like that is essentially all characters, and so I need to hone in. I need to hone in the character stuff before I can do that. So I've been working on characters. Um, age reveal when I'm 25. Is it really that big of an announcement? I'm not gonna make a video and be like, by the way, guys, I'm 25 years old. Will we get a Massacard's dating sim? Maybe as a joke, maybe as like an April Fool's thing, but I'm not gonna go full effort to make a Massacard's dating sim. Uh, one thing that um one thing that could happen, I guess, is I'm pretty sure that if you know anything about anything when it comes to games, you'd probably just be able to rip the assets out of the Massacard's visual novel to the point where it's like if you wanted to make your own dating sim, you could just take those sprites and make a dating sim. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop people from doing that, which is a shame because it's my artwork. But if it's all for the bit, if it's all for the joke and it's not for the money and for the stealing from me, uh, then I can see the fun behind it, and yeah, I would enjoy seeing like a fan made Massacard's visual novel type of thing. But like I said, unless it's like an April Fool's thing or something, I'm probably never gonna make something like that. Um, it'd be a pretty funny April Fool's bit, but yeah, overall, I would rather put that time into making the story of Massacards than like making an entire dating sim using its characters. I don't know. Oh, your opinion is wrong. I am going to have the entire background flip on purpose. Either that or I can just flip the arrows. Flip the arrows and then change the color of the whatever. Either way, I think having the arrows on the different layer is the most efficient way to go about that. Massacard's yellow. Massacard's yellow. Surely not. Uh, no, a Massacard's yellow would be crazy because like there isn't even like a regular, there's not even like a regular Massacard's. Imagine a Massacard's yellow. That'd be crazy. But I would still play it. That's the thing. I say like, "Oh, that'd be crazy. Like what a crazy idea." But then like meanwhile, I would play that though. I would stream that. If someone made a fan game out of any of my anything, I would stream myself playing that, assuming that you made it streamer friendly, where it's not bad to stream. There are no naughty things in it. Do you like Deltarune? I love Deltarune. In fact, I have a group of friends coming over later today, and we're playing Deltarune. I'm not even kidding. Um, I, you know, I'm one of the OG Deltarune fans, and I'm one of the OG Undertale fans as well. And yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of anything that Toby Fox decides to make because I don't know that man, he can do no wrong. Basically, I've never seen him do wrong. He just banger after banger, honestly. Someone come up with an anagram of Massachards to make the Deltarune equivalent. No way. No way, dude. It's not planned though. That's the thing. Like Toei planned that. He planned Deltarune being an anagram of Undertale. He planned that out. Like I didn't plan it out. I got no plan for that. uh the fifth entry in the Massachards series. Massachards. The token gritty reboot that nobody asked for. Like, you know, the dream, right? This is the dream. Taking a sip of Gatorade is the dream. But I think the dream is with the Massachards story, with the Massachards universe, with the Massachards visual novel is having a universe that people like enough that they want to do stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like if people have the desire to make fan games and um oops, like if people have the desire to make fan games and like comics or you know, like even like things like music and what like music remixes, whatever it is, like if people feel the need to do something like that with something that I've made, like that would be the dream, you know? Like that would be that would just be the coolest darn thing. That would make me so happy. And you know, I'm sure some of you can relate to that at least. Just to have something that you've made, something your project, something you're passionate about, having it be just taken and like taken and made something just because someone wanted to make something based on it because they love what you've done. They love your characters and um your characters and your story, and they want more, so much so that they uh so much so that they make it themselves. They make more all on their own. Like that is the dream. That I feel like that might be anyone who creates a universe. I think that might be their dream. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe they don't want anyone to touch their project at all and they just want people to see it. Mastercard's yellow is the same as normal Mastercards, but the person playing it as the private eye must change their legal name to Clover. That'd be so funny. Having like just a toggleable setting called yellow mode, and it changes Vigilante's canon name to Clover. And that's all it does. That's like the only thing the setting does. Doesn't change any of the gameplay or the story or anything. It just changes Vigilante's name to Clover. That would be the funniest thing ever, actually. I'm not opposed to putting like a one or two little jokey settings like that in the visual novel, but for the most part, I kind of want to take it seriously. Like I really like Mastercards is like my serious universe. My universe where things aren't as silly as in the Chemicards universe. That's for sure. Things are definitely not as silly. Zombie, thank you for the $2. I didn't realize that you were the original Massacre. That's pretty crazy. This is news to me. Will there be a Chemicards credit card? No. I don't have that kind of power. There's a loose pixel on the pipe. That's intentional. This is not a loose pixel. That is an intentional pixel. But if you really want to if you really want to be silly with it, I'm going to put a dead pixel somewhere right now and you're going to hate it. Let's put it right here. All right. So that's the dead pixel and it stays there, right? And it's going to stay there for the rest of the time, and so now whenever you see it, it's going to bother you. Okay. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $5. Yeah, we're back. We're so back. We're so back though. So back that we're drawing stuff. We're drawing things. I think I kind of want to put something different. I want to put like a silly little terminal or something up here, like a little like a little Yep, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. A silly little terminal over here. And yeah, I'll have it connected to the vat with some wires. Not wear wires, though, just regular wires. Yes. DJ Gamma, thank you for the additional $5. Battery art change when? See, here's the thing. You know, I'm a huge fan of the battery running joke, right? But then remember, like, when I literally put two batteries in the player movement card, the player number movement flip power whatever. Remember that? Like I put two batteries in there, and I don't remember like an insane reaction from the crowd when that one happened. I thought that was a pretty big deal. I put two whole batteries in there. And people were like, "Oh yeah, the battery. We love the battery." So there was something that I was thinking of doing before the stream started. I was considering getting one of those like random spinners, and I was going to wait for one of y'all to bring up the battery, and then I was going to spin the wheel, and it would be like the conversation changer. It was going to be like the conversation changing wheel. That was my plan. I was gonna I was gonna like pull it up in a new tab, and I was gonna be like, all right, so I heard that the battery got brought up. I'm just gonna spin the wheel here, and then I was gonna just completely disregard the battery and start talking about whatever the wheel landed on, and it would have a bunch of random crap on it, like stuff that like wasn't related to anything at all. That was my plan. I thought that would be pretty funny. If you think that would be funny, tell me. Maybe I'll do it next time, but I'm not going to take the time to set it up now. Do it. Voo, do it. Plot twist: Luke is the killer in Massacres. The killer looks like me, or the killer looks like a younger version of me, I guess, because I came up with the character back when I was younger, back when I was not 25. So the killer looks like a younger version of me canonically. But when it comes to like personality and things like that, like we couldn't be more different, basically. So I don't want anyone saying like, "Oh, it's a self-insert." Like physically, yeah, kinda, but I don't even look like that anymore. And then also, this person acts nothing like me. Just tuned in. What card is this? This is the direction tracker card. So yeah, this is the thing that's going to be keeping track of the turn direction. And this is the dead pixel. The dead pixel is going to stay there. For the rest of the time. I don't know. It's the dead pixel. That's basically all you need to know. Add a boring mode that disables all gimmicks and forces you to play a boring card game. See, I love when people make suggestions like that because you can just do that. House rules are like a built-in part of the game. And like you can just do whatever you want. James Boardman, thank you for the two. Is that Australian dollars? Give the battery a dead pixel. Okay, what if I added a battery to this terminal, right? What if I added a battery to the terminal and then I need to choose a nice pink color here actually. So what if I added a battery and then I gave it a dead pixel? Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that make you laugh? I think it would make me laugh. I don't know. What's the vibe here? What's the vibe with the pink color? I need a nice pink color like this. Yeah. That looks cool. Very magenta. Dude, we need that wheel. Okay. Actually, okay, sorry chat. Quick detour. We're making the wheel. Sorry, you know what? We're making the wheel right now. We're going to Wheel of Names and we're making the wheel right now. All right, so I'm open to suggestions. I need ultra generic conversation topics that have nothing to do with anything ever, right? We we need conversation topics that don't have anything to do with card games or like anything that I've talked about previously, right? If you want Luke lore, I feel like this is like the best time to do it, right? Like if you want to know something about me, this is something that yeah. Airplane food. All right. I see it. Airplane food. I saw that one in chat. So we're airplane food is good. Chair. Oh, that's awesome. That's a good one. I like that one. The Binding of Isaac. Yeah. I'll add that one on there just because I know about that one. What is the point of breathing? Yeah. Text fonts. Oh, good. Yeah, we can go back to text fonts. We need that. Yeah. I definitely spelled breathing correctly, by the way. You didn't see that. Men's fashion. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's really good. Who is the Roaring Knight? I'm not going to discuss that. Romance. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. That's a good one. That's good Luke lore right there. I'm not talking about MCE. What are you talking about? Bro. Oh my gosh. If people are suggesting board games and stuff, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about board games. This is not board game stuff. How many do I have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I need three more. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $5. Did you manually breathe recently? Yes, I did. Egg. I saw high school in there too. Let's throw high school in there. That's a good one. I need one more. I need one more good one actually. Biology. All right. Boom. Okay, so I got 10 things, and I'm going. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, I need to talk about for a certain amount of time. I don't know, however long I feel like talking about it, I guess. Okay, The Binding of Isaac. Oh yeah. All right. Okay. 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 So, The Binding of Isaac. Yeah. 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 Um, I have not played a lot of it recently, actually. That's it's kind of a downer, honestly, because I haven't played too much of it, and I want to play more of it. That's the thing. I want to play more, but I haven't had the time. I have a really I have a really busy um August coming up here, which is why I really wanted to get this stream and do it now, you know. I really wanted to get this stream done. So like I haven't had much time for video games and stuff like that. I even have a Nintendo Switch 2. I was able to get my hands on a Nintendo Switch 2, and I haven't been able to play it yet because yeah, because like I just haven't had time. But that includes The Binding of Isaac, which is one of my most played games. Like I think the only game that I've played more than The Binding of Isaac at this point would probably, like, if you combined all of the Arkham games together, then I probably have played the Arkham games more. But like Garden Warfare 2, I've played Garden Warfare 2, like that's probably my most played game. It's almost certainly my most played game. But Binding of Isaac is up there. It's really close. And I remember there was this guy, there was this one random person from one of the other streams um who said something like, "Yeah, bro, not gonna lie. I'm only here for the I'm only here for the Binding of Isaac content." And I'm like, I can't remember if I responded to that person like at the time, but or maybe it was in a comment or something. I don't know. Like they said like, "Yeah, I'm only here for the Binding of Isaac content." It's like, bro, I don't. That's not what happens on this channel, really. Like I do it sometimes, but like that's not like the mainstay of this channel by any means. Yeah, y'all, you can stop spamming options. We have a full wheel. It's going to be fine. We got a full wheel of topics. It's fine. I mean, if it was a joke, if that person was like, "Oh yeah, I'm only here for the Binding of Isaac content," like, yeah, okay, that's pretty funny. It's just a kind of a weird thing to say. I don't know. Yeah, I like this little terminal here. Also, chat, take a look at this. Oh, whoops. Take a look at that yellow thing. That's totally a battery right there. Can't you tell? Can't you tell that's a battery? Look, it's a battery. Woo, battery. Uh, but yeah, I heard that the Binding of Isaac, the console ports are actually going to be getting Afterbirth Plus, or not Afterbirth Plus, Repentance Plus, in the near future, and I'm super hyped for that because as a console Isaac player, I have been living without living without the updates for quite some time, and apparently there's rumors that like internal item descriptions is just going to be added into the game as a toggleable option. That would be crazy. If so, like I would kind of lose my mind because I have to I've been bragging about how much I've had to memorize, like I've had to memorize so many items because I've had to. I've been a console player, I couldn't use internal item descriptions. And so if they're actually like making their way into the game like permanently as a toggleable option, like that would be the coolest thing ever. I don't know. I would just be a huge fan of that. I'm only here for the Minecraft content. Uh, how do you feel about the Devil Deal and Trinket update? I do think that there are some trinkets that need buffs. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I don't know all the specifics on that one, but um, I do think that Devil Deals and trinkets need buffs. I feel like angel rooms are just always the right way to go unless you're the lost. So I feel like changing it so that they're stronger in some way, or just or they have more stuff going on with them to add to their depth would be much welcome, I think. Why does it have Spamton colors? Why does it have Spamton colors? That battery is kind of friendly. You guys. Chat. The Deltarune brain rot can't be that bad, y'all. DJ Gamma, thanks for the $2. I'm only here for the battery content. Uh... I am losing my marbles right now. Y'all are too good at this. Y'all are too good at chatting. But yeah, back on topic here. I think that yeah, if the Devil Deals and Trinkets were to receive buffs as the rumors say, I'd be down. I'd be very happy about that. I think they deserve it. I think they need it. Um, but yeah, maybe someday I'll do another I'll do like another type of Binding of Isaac stream or something. But right now, I really don't have the time. I absolutely do not have the time. I wish I did. I wish I did have the time, but I don't have the time. I barely have the time to do this. Like I said, I got friends coming over. We're playing Deltarune later, and so like, and this is one of my 2 days off, and so I'm trying to use it to the max here. Like maybe I'll play other games later after my friends leave from Deltarune time or whatever. But you know that's something that something I would just do on my own. It would just be something I would do later. And maybe you know, I would probably play The Binding of Isaac if I were to play games on my own, because I'm in a pretty good mood, and I don't like playing The Binding of Isaac when I'm in a bad mood, because when I'm in a bad mood and I play The Binding of Isaac, I just suffer. It just the suffering commences basically. Do we have a spammer? Who is it? The Mixels? Where? This? Are you talking about this? Ah, the Mixels. If you think this is a Mixel, you need to leave. The Mixels. By the way, and I, you know, I just want to say this generally because I don't know who it is. Um, if you are spamming, I can just ban you from the stream for 24 hours. So just a warning. Don't spam or I will ban you from the stream for 24 hours. I wish that YouTube had an option to ban people for longer because I think it's funnier to ban people for longer than 24 hours. um yeah, so this is a nice little splat I've created here. Um this is a nice little splat, and I'm going to I need a darker shade of the splat. There we go. And I'm going to just add it on here, add it on. Ban for 365 days. It doesn't like Twitch allow you to just ban people for however long you want, basically. Like, can't you just ban people for absurd amounts of time? Because, like, if so, that's hilarious. And I respect Twitch a lot for that. But unfortunately, they locked me out of my account and I'll never get it back. So that Massacard's Twitch channel is just gonna be like dormant forever. I'm never gonna be able to play The Binding of Isaac on there ever again. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $5. Aperture Ding, good morning. You have been banned for 999. Why are you guys? What? You guys are so good. You guys are so good at chatting. You guys are so good at saying the funny thing. I don't know. I feel like if I were to do like a you laugh you lose kind of video, I would lose so quickly. I feel like I would just immediately lose it. I don't know. It just seems like y'all know exactly the memes that I enjoy. A flying derp, thank you for the $5. When working on cards, could you have a little bit of text in the corner saying general info, like what the card being worked on is for people joining late? I probably should. I probably should have that. I'm not going to set that up right now, but it's happened enough on this stream where I should probably set it up next time. So I will. Next time I'll set it up. And if I forget next time, it's y'all's responsibility to remind me. I'm not going to do it this time though cuz I'm locked in. I'm already locked in. It's too late. It's too late. I'm already locked in. Zombie, thank you for the $5. I know, haha, battery mentioned spin the wheel, but you said you'd add a dead pixel to the display battery and you didn't yet. I didn't. I don't know if I remember saying that. The dead pixel's up here. It lives up there. And this is the resident mixel here. Actually, it's not a mixel anymore. I ruined it. I ruined the mixel. Sorry. Hardest Isaac boss. I feel like the boss that I've died to the most is probably like the Haunt. Like, because the haunt is on the first floor, and if you don't have a decent start, like the haunt can just kill you sometimes. And you know good for the haunt or whatever, but I kind of just I hate the haunt. I don't think the haunt is the hardest boss like in the entire game by any means. Like, if we're gonna do that, I would say it's probably delirium or greedier. Those would be my two choices for like the hardest boss in the game overall. But um yeah, I feel like Haunt is probably the boss that I've died to the most. I could look in the bestiary and see what boss I've died to the most, but that would take a long time because there's kind of, well, there isn't as many bosses as us. Nah, I could maybe do that sometime, but not right now. Delirium sucks. Yeah, no, I agree. Delirium is really sucky if you don't have the right tools. The right tools for that job. Okay. So I'm thinking of what else I want to do with this space. And I'm thinking of just more techno gizmos to fill it in. A fun fact, I never died to delirium. I also have never fought delirium. Yeah. That's usually how it goes, huh? The delirium is, it's a lot of randomness. That's the problem with delirium. So here's what I want. I want this wire here, and I want it to go up, whoop, whoop, whoop. But then I want it to be plugged in to, or just like go through a, a random meep morp, whatever you want to call it here, because it's just going to be like a random techno gizmo. None of this has any functionality to it. There's no lore to any of this techno what's it. Some of the cards have lore on them, but like, and there's lore with some of the techno babble in there, but not on here. I can confirm that. No lore on this card other than there is a vat, which we know already. Meep Morph. I love Meep Morph. Yeah, I too watch Steven Universe. uh like they kind of butchered Steven Universe future though, huh? Oh no, we're getting off topic. I gotta spin the wheel. I gotta spin the wheel. I gotta talk about something that isn't Steven Universe because that's not part of the thing. Chair. Okay. Chair. Oh, this is good. We're talking about chairs now. So, here's a story about a chair. So, my parents, they they bought this like they bought this long chair, kind of like a love seat, I guess is what you would call it. Um and it's the name of the chair is called Groucho. The name of the chair is called Groucho. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $2. Stony Raw. What does that mean? Oh, is that just the Steven Universe? Are we back on Steven Universe? Dang it. Yeah, my parents they bought this chair and it's called Groucho. And Groucho is just like a silly guy. And my parents also have a bar in the house. It's not like a bar like you go out to the bar, but it's like a bar counter that you can sit at. And my dad, he named the bar Groucho's bar because the couch love seat thing is right there. And so like I don't know, like the Groucho like vibe, I guess, has sort of stuck around. And it was definitely part of the inspiration for like my Discord name, which is Grouchy Games. Like, oh, Grouchy, because it's like Groucho. It's like Groucho the couch. Like I made that Discord profile so long ago now, but that still stays with me. But if you want to know what my favorite type of chair is, it's the school desk chair because the school desk chair can crack your back in half, and it's very nice. Chair ranking. There is no surely someone has made something. Surely someone has made made like chair thing in a tier list or tier maker. Surely someone has made that by now. Oh man, we got the top 50 chairs. I've broken so many chairs throughout my life. Oh no, don't break the chairs. Don't break them. Oh my god, wait, speaking of chairs though. And this so like and this actually relates to high school. Because high school is like a subject here, but this relates to high school. Back in high school, uh we had, like a lunchroom, but the tables did not have chairs attached to them. And so there was like just a bunch of like these cheap plastic chairs that would surround the tables, right? And these chairs were so cheap. They would break relatively frequently. And whenever a chair did break, we would all clap. Like if someone ever like broke a chair, like the chair breaks and they fall off the chair, and like we don't even like stop to see if they're hurt or anything, and we just start clapping. We're like, oh yeah, like we another chair broken, another chair lost. we we lost another chair. Like I don't know. I don't know why we started doing that. I don't know why that's something that like the people my classmates decided to do. Where's the dopamine? What are you talking about? What dopamine? What are you guys talking about? Oh, you need oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do we need like the Family Guy overlay, and we need like Subway Surfers in the corner? I need like I need to go buy a pet fish, and then I need to have a cam in the corner with the pet fish. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Well, you're gonna have to go somewhere else. You're gonna have to go somewhere else for that one. I'm not gonna bring Family Guy up in the corner as much as it would be very funny. Yeah, we need a what's it called? We need a like a pneumatic piston or whatever in the corner. We need like the thing that crushes stuff. We need paper shredders, and we need everything. Yeah, I need a cat cam. I need to like there's a cat somewhere in the room, and then I have a camera pointed at it, just like hit streamer Astral Spiff. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need as a community right now. In high school, I found out I could put a chair into the ceiling if I put what? What? You said what? This is why I never want to be a teacher. This is why. That's terrifying. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $2. New video pet fish named Ravioli makes Chemicard. Unfortunately, chat, I do not have any pets. Okay, I I do not own any pets because I cannot. I do not like. I do not have the ability to have a pet right now. I simply do not. I live vicariously through my friends' pets because my friends have a lot of pets. um, but I personally, I do not have any pets, unfortunately. So I can't have a cat cam or a fish cam or anything like that. So I'm sorry if that's something you were actually expecting from me, but that ain't gonna happen, Chief. um, like My friends Anna and Eli, who are they are coming over later to play Deltarune. They have a they have a cat, they have a snake, and they have like a bearded dragon. Is that what it's called? Shoot. I'm forgetting my lizard lore. They have a lizard. They have a lizard of some variety over there. And so when I go over there, it's just like animal overload. And so I get to see animal all the time over there. We need a dead pixel cam. Break into your friends' houses and have one of them make Chemicards art. That sounds reasonable. Yeah. That's something that I could totally get away with that. I'm sure they would just let me. I don't think I'd even have to break in. I think they would think it's a good idea. I see. Here's the Mixel. Everyone, look at the Mixel. Ah, the Mixel. The Mixel's gone. Ah, I've ruined the Mixel once again. Spin the wheel, father. Why don't you use the Piscal application? Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know there was one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sorry, Chad. I don't have enough interesting things to say about chairs. Okay, I told you like my one chair story. I have I have one, I have one chair story. I just put it on the thing. I'm gonna have to spin the wheel again. Okay, I'm gonna have to spin it. I'm gonna have to spin to win right now. Spin the wait. What is what does Mr. Helpful say? Spin the wheel, spin, spin, spin. A prize you might win. I can't remember what he says. You won a free spin on the prize wheel. Go to the prize wheel to redeem your free spin. Men's fashion. Yeah. So here's okay, yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I've actually had to I've had to look into men's fashion quite a bit actually because and this goes back to the Massacard's visual novel. I've had to look into men's fashion a lot because like I have a bunch of male characters and I need to give them all unique outfits. And the same thing goes for female characters as well. I've had to look into women's fashion. I've had to look into fashion in general, but like recently I've been looking into different suit types and how to how to make them different. It's just like I've been looking at old stuff, like stuff from like really early on in human timeline, and I've been like looking at stuff like that's modern and hip and new and weird, and like I kind of want to try and combine them all because there are aspects of different men's fashion that I like. Um, but like not all of it will go together necessarily. But it's something that I have actually been looking into recently. Part of the reason why I put it on the wheel, I guess. Um, but yeah, I've been looking into it. There's this one particular type of like collar that I really like. Not like a dog collar type of collar, but like a like a collar on like a coat or a suit, and like how it folds over the rest of the suit in a specific way, right? And there's a particular there's a particular thing that I really like that I saw recently that I want to be able to use for the killer for the killer's design eventually. Like I found it and I knew it right away. Like this is something that the killer would wear. Like I'm just yeah, I was a huge fan of it. I'm not going to be able to find it again, but I have the visual in my head. Fashion scares me. I mean, yeah, in real life, I am not the most fashionable guy. I mean, like, I wore the nice like suit vest or whatever for like my face reveal and stuff, and I wore it for when we played Massicards. I wore it for that, but um I don't wear that stuff daily, you know. I don't wear that stuff all the time. How wide is this? It's 17. Okay, yeah, that's a fun number. So we got 17 by 17 like this. Ah, whoops. 17 by 17. Sorry, I need to lock in for 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds, chat. Give me 2 seconds. Chat, calm down. It's okay. It's all right. Okay. So basically it goes like yeah, it goes whoop de scoop like this. Boom. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $5. You've been donating a lot. DJ Gamma, I just want to remind you of that you're donating a lot. Coat collar, that's where my brain went first. Yeah. See, that's why I had to specify because I know there's some people out there who thought I was talking about pet collars and the pet collars that you put on people. But that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about actual coat collars. We scoop. Is this what I wanted? 16 by 15. That's not what I wanted at all. But you know what? I'm gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it actually. Um let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I want here. So but yeah, like yeah, long story short, I have been doing men's fashion research and it's pretty interesting. Because like I'm taking a lot of inspiration from like think like uh I don't think it's I don't know what the era is called. I don't know what like exactly the time period is, but think of like Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Like the time of Jack the Ripper, you know? Like whenever Jack the Ripper was around, that's the kind of fashion that I'm going for. But with a bunch of twists, you know? Like I don't want it to be like just fancy pantsy whatever. Like I want it to be kind of all over the place with what people are wearing in the game. Um blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I want it to be kind of all over the place on purpose. Um oh, that's interesting. Okay. Um because like I if I'm going to have like 200 characters in this game, they all need to have unique stuff. They need to be identifiable. Victorian, is that the word? Because that's what I thought it was, but like I didn't know for sure if it was called Victorian or not. And I just don't know things about history in general. So like um yeah, I don't know. If it is Victorian, that's what it is. But if it's not Victorian, that's not what it is. Will you add a rules card reference in the rule book? Well, like not directly probably, but there could be, you know, some indirect Deltarune references here or there in the rule book. Um but that's oops. Yeah, there we go. But that's just I feel like that's a given. Like if I like it, there's a good chance it's going to there's a good chance it's going to have a reference in the oops, in the Mastercards, and or not the Mastercards, the Chemicards artwork or rules in some way. In some way. Um, can I do this? I can do this. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is 16 like this. I'm just making a grid right now. This is not the most riveting gameplay here, but I'm just making a silly little grid. I probably could have made this grid first actually, but I didn't. So you know what? Forget about it. Forget about it though. Forget about it. Um, Victorian sounds right. Yeah. Like yeah, like I want some modern stuff to be present, and I'm able to have that because Massacres takes place in you know not the real world, so it can have whatever it wants. But I just want my characters to look cool. I want my characters to look nice. But yeah, I've been looking into women's fashion too, and that was part of my art practicing shenanigans because I've been practicing with characters a bit. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna post something right now. Where's my phone? Give me my phone. Take just like a little break, 1 second, because I'm gonna put something in the Discord server. For those of you that aren't in the Discord server, feel free to join it now because I'm going to post a piece of artwork that I made. Um, I think some of you will remember that. Some of you will remember if you were in the Discord server, like I made this like character. I drew this character in the pixel art style, in a pixel art style, I guess. Um, and I called her Ghost Girl or whatever, and like or whatever. I called her Ghost Girl, and yeah, she's gone through a bit of a redesign, and I've landed on a style that I really like. So, anyways, I'm just gonna post that. I redesigned her. She is a lot more evil. A lot more evil, a lot more ghostly, a lot more spooky. Um, but like this is the type of stuff I'm talking about because like I had to research some clothing and I had to you know do some fun stuff. Why is she aura farming? Thanks, Bizarre Blitz. That looks amazing. Thank you, Orange. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, like it this one, yeah, she took me forever to figure out. But like this is, for those of you curious, this is the style that I'm going for with my Massacard's characters at at the very least. Maybe the Chemicards characters as well. Less less cutesy, more sharp and angular, I guess would be the way to describe it. I mean, sharp angular like pixels and whatever, but sharp and angular like facial features and um like general body lines and things like that. Like the fingers are pointed. The hands have like sharper edges to them, like less curvy like yeah flesh things like I had with the original version of her that I posted a while back. Um they like her smile is sharper. Her eyelashes, they go crazy. But yeah, overall just a sharper, cleaner look, and I like this style a lot. So is her surname girl or is it whatever? I don't know what her name is. I call her Ghost Girl. I call her Ghost Girl because she doesn't have a name and I don't know how to give her a name. I feel like she's gonna take out my soul. Good. Good. That's really good. But yeah, So when I say I'm talking about like fashion and stuff, because I changed her outfit a bunch too. Like it's similar. There's definitely similarities to her outfit, but like I made her coat longer and I made the buttons and pins more noticeable. I made the dress longer. I changed the style of the dress. I made the dress torn in places. I did a lot of changes. But so yeah, that's the kind of style that I think I'm gonna go for the Mastercard's visual novel whenever that happens. So I hope y'all are excited for that because I think the Chemicards characters will have something similar going on, maybe a little bit more cartoony than that, I guess. But yeah, I don't know for sure because I haven't done any of the Chemicards character artwork yet. So whatever, man. How am I not supposed to be down bad? I posted her in off-topic art for those of you that want to see her in the Discord. She can take my soul, if you know what I mean. I'm sure she's flattered to hear that. Y'all see a woman. And that's all it takes. Woman alert. Is this? Yeah. This is like this. I need to. This is like this. Ah, I need to make 17 by 7. This is 17 by 7. Right here, like this, and then this, like this. Yeah, that's kind of like I know I keep getting off topic because I'm doing things at the same time. Just join. Where is this woman? You got to go in off topic art. You got to go in off topic art and you'll see her. Do you want me to go? Do you want me to? Speaking of off topic, do you want me to go super off topic and do you want me to tell you her lore or do you want me to leave her lore a mystery? Because I feel like there is some sort of alluring thing about not knowing anything about her. You know what I mean? If you want to know her lore, I'll tell you, but I don't have to tell you her lore. Like I have lore for her, but it's mostly nonsense. Me fear women. Well, but you actually have a reason to be scared of this one because she's a ghost. She's a spooky ghost. You're a spooky ghost girl. Hence the name. Hence the name Ghost Girl. Wow, she's wow. Y'all are down bad. I didn't think it would be like this. No, I didn't get that reaction when I made the original one. And she was cuter back then, but now she's more evil. So I guess y'all are into that. Tell me the lore. Whoever doesn't want to hear anything can close their eyes. All right. I know we had like the wheel and stuff, but like I'm going to tell you the story and it is a long story, so you need to like be prepared. Okay. I need you to brace for the length of this story because I'm going to like just ramble forever now. Um so basically, this is like the TLDR version. For those of you that don't want to know the deep stuff, okay. The TLDR version is I am haunted. The TLDR version is that I am absolutely haunted and I believe like the evidence suggests that I am haunted by a ghost girl. Right. And this is where like the idea of that character sort of came from. Um, oh, whoops. I did something silly there. Um, so okay, the very beginning of the story, the very beginning. So, do you all remember when, I made the monitor in the main card art of Chemicards, and like the spooky monitor was based off of a YouTube video called Kiss Me Kill Me, and it was by Jerry Terry, right? It's a parody song, and it's like a parody song, and it's like really spooky. It's got spooky vibes going on with it, right? I heard that song like years ago now, like 3 years ago probably, and I didn't know when I first heard that song because like a friend showed it to me. I didn't know when I first heard that song that it was a parody song. I thought it was just a song that was like made to sound like that. I thought the song was created for the sole purpose of being this spooky whatever song. And so, I just went about my life thinking that, right? But I didn't realize that it was a parody song. And so fast forward like years, like actual years. I'm at my new job, right? And like there's this playlist that we have, and it plays it plays songs, and it's mostly like 70s and 80s songs at my new job, and it loops every day, right? And suddenly I hear this song play, and it's the real song. It's the real Kiss Me. It's the song called Kiss Me that Kiss Me Kill Me was based on, right? And I did like a quadruple take because I really thought for a second, like, oh my God, wait, are they playing are they playing Kiss Me Kill Me over the loudspeaker right now, like in this public place? Like, are you telling me like this is part of this playlist, and like this playlist that's made up of like 70s and 80s music? You're telling me that they're playing Kiss Me Kill Me? And so like I sat there just in like complete stillness for like several minutes, and I'm like, oh, what? And I'm just listening to the song, trying to hear like if it's actually the song that I'm thinking of, if it's actually Kiss Me Kill Me. And it wasn't. It was the real Kiss Me. And that was the first time I heard about the real Kiss Me. And I'm like, oh my God, like, the, like, oh my God, like there's a real song. So I go back, like, I go in, like I go home that night, and I listen to the real song. I listened to the real song for the first time. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the sappiest love song ever. And that's the point, like that's what it's meant to be. But I was losing my mind in that store when I thought, oh my gosh, like, well, we are playing this really ooky, spooky, goopy song like over the loudspeaker right now, like in a public place. Like it was freaking me out. I was freaking out a little bit. So it freaked me out. And I would like to remind you that I haven't heard the other song, like the Kiss Me Kill Me version, in like years, like actual years. And I had, in all that time and in all of my life, I had never heard the original song, which is a 90s song. It came out in the 90s. And so I'm just weirded out by that. Like, oh, after all this time, now I'm finally hearing it, sort of deal. And so, but then after that point, it played every day. That song would play every day. And I know that, like, the playlist loops every day and whatever. And it's to be expected. Like, oh, yeah, it's to be expected. That the song will play every day. But I had already been at my job for like over a month. and I had not heard the song once in that time. You would think, like, statistically speaking, I would hear that song like at least one other time in that month. Like, because like now in to this day, I hear it every day. I hear it every night at the place that I work. It always plays. And like it just because it has that spooky vibe to it, like because I knew the song only as Kiss Me Kill Me originally. I associate it with this spookiness, and it's like, oh man, this is kind of freaky, like this is kind of freaky that this song keeps playing now after I haven't heard it my entire life. But it gets crazier, chat. It gets crazier because to this day, that is the only song on the entire playlist that I've heard play twice in a single night. I work night shift, by the way. So this shouldn't be possible, right? Because if it is a playlist, if this is a playlist and it loops every day, I should never hear the song more than once in a single night. I heard the same song twice back to back, and of course it was Kiss Me. The song played twice in a row. And the way that it played twice in a row was even crazier because I'm sitting in the break room. I'm sitting in the break room and I hear the song and it has this really really like recognizable guitar intro. If you haven't listened to the song, you should go listen to it because then you'll know what I'm talking about here. But like it has a really recognizable guitar intro where it's like dun, 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 dun. Like it's really recognizable. So like when I hear it and I know that I hear it. It's playing over the loudspeaker in the break room and I'm like, oh, there's the song again, haha. I'm like, oh, hee hee. And then I I like my break ends and I leave the break room. I leave the break room and the song isn't playing. And I'm like, what? Huh? The song isn't playing? But I just heard it like it was mid song. The song was playing and I didn't hear it anymore. Like I'm out in the like in the main room and it's like I can't hear it anymore. It's not like in the break room the song was playing, but out here it isn't. It really weirded me out. And so like it's playing right now. The song that was playing was Talking in Your Sleep, which is another 80s or whatever, another 80s song. Talking in Your Sleep. Okay. Then like 5 minutes later or whenever Talking in Your Sleep ended, or like 3 minutes later, I guess, I hear the super recognizable guitar intro of Kiss Me. Dun, 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 dun. And it's like, oh my god, it's playing again. The song is playing again. It started from the beginning and it's playing just for me. It's playing. The song is playing right now. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way the song is playing right now. Actually, what is going on here? This it's like this. Um, yeah, the song is playing again. I couldn't believe it. It played twice in a row, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy right now. This is absolutely wild. Um, there was there was another time. Oh wait, I had to double check, but definitely the guitar intro you pantomimed is definitely Under Pressure by Queen. What? What? No, it's not. Is it really? Is it like similar, like note wise? Anyway, um, but yeah, so like that was kind of spooky that I heard the same song twice in a row, and really that shouldn't be possible. But the reason I heard it twice in a row is because apparently it's the same playlist in the break room and in the main room, but they're desynced by like 3 minutes. So like one of them is like 3 minutes behind the other one or something like that. And so the odds of me going on break, hearing Kiss Me play, and then leaving break and then hearing the song again, Like that is seriously like a 3 minute window. And I can take my breaks at any time at my job. So like the odds of that occurring are crazy. Um so I should have known it was a parody as well since it's a sequel, but I didn't. Yeah, yeah, I didn't even know the Jerry Terry lore at the time, and I kind of know it now a little bit. But the song, that's not the only wacky thing that the song has done. That's not the only thing, right? Because I I hear it in places that are no longer my work anymore. It is showing up all over my life. And and this only happened after I heard it the first time at my job. Like no time before that had I ever heard the song before. And now it's everywhere. I've seen it in memes. Like like I've seen the song in memes before. Like it shows up in memes. Like I don't know why it started showing up in memes, but it started showing up in memes recently. And I think it might have passed by now, but it was really freaky to hear that song show up in a meme when like I'm basically attuned to hear it now. It shows up in memes. I've seen it show up in Tinder ads. If you've got like a Tinder ad in the last few months, you might know the ad that I'm talking about. It's in a Tinder ad. And of course, I get like I get like the Tinder ad on YouTube. And it's like, oh, that's crazy that it uses that song, and it's choosing now to use that song. That's pretty creepy, pretty freaky. Um, and then um, probably like one of there's so much to this chat. Like I've considered writing a document of like all of the crazy things that have happened in relation to this song and my life and how it shows up everywhere I go. But this song is everywhere. Even on days when I don't hear the song. Even on days when I don't hear the song, I have my friends, they they contact me, my friends. They tell me, they're like, "Hey, you'll never guess which song I heard today." And I'm like, "Please, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You're telling me you heard that song today?" And they're like, "Yeah, I heard that song today." And it's like it's not even a relevant song. It's a song from the 90s. It's a 90s song. Like I get it, it was like a popular song in the 90s, but like well, you need to be like going out of your way to hear this song, you would think, but no, it follows me everywhere. And now my friends are like specifically on days when I don't hear the song naturally, they call me or text me and they're like, "Hey, you'll never guess which song I heard." It's like, "Oh, thanks. I actually didn't hear the song today, so I'm really happy that you reminded me that the song exists." Like it's affecting my friends. And that like there was one time like my mom was telling me a story about how like, "Oh yeah, like me and dad went out to this like music trivia night and you probably would have been really good at it." And she like started listing off a bunch of songs and like, "Do you know who like wrote the song Kiss Me?" And I'm like, "What? You like mother, you heard the song? You heard the song out in the wild as well? It's not just my friends pranking me. Like you heard the song when you were out about on the town. You heard the song." And of course I know who sings it now. It's Sixpence None the Richer. That's the band. And so like even like my mom, who surely cannot have any involvement if this is a prank, right? If this is a prank, like surely she is not involved. She's out here saying mentioning the song. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. And so now like this is where it gets crazier, right? This is where it escalates out of control. Okay. Because like there's a million and a half instances of just me hearing the song or the song just showing up randomly. Like there's too many to count of that. there's too many things to count for that to like even matter, right? Because it just happens every day. To this day, it has been like 5 6 months, if not more, since I got my new job. I hear it at my job every night. I hear it at my job every night. It shows up multiple times. It has appeared just as I'm walking in the door. Like I walk in the door and the guitar starts. Dun, 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 dun. Like it starts up. Like what? Like I just walked in. I just walked in the door. Like it happened twice last week. It happened twice last week. Yeah, it's that song. Yeah, if you haven't looked it up, look up "Kiss Me" by Sixpence None the Richer. That's the song I'm talking about right now. No, but here's where it gets crazy, right, chat? So if you listen to pop radio, right, like I do, because I listen to pop radio because I drive a lot for my job. Like I have to drive to and from work. I commute, right? There was a new song that came out recently by Lisa, the artist. It's called Moonlit Floor. And it is it's a like a modern like remix, so to speak, of Kiss Me. Like and it's on the radio. It's like top 40 most popular songs in the US right now. Look up Moonlit Floor by Lisa because it uses the chorus of Kiss Me. It lured me in cuz when I heard it on the radio for the first time, like the radio announcer's like, and we got a new song based on a good song from back in the day, blah blah blah, like and so I go into the song and it's like, oh, it's just like a generic pop, like, like very like sexy coded kind of song, like, and it's like fast paced, blah, blah, blah. And then the chorus hits and the vibe completely changes. It's like, boom. And then it turns into kiss me. And it's like, oh my God. And like, I like screamed in my car. I'm like, there's no way that like one of the most popular songs in the US right now is this. Like it just showed up. Also, I'm really liking how this card is looking right now. I the back on the card for just a second. Um, I really do like this. I really do like how this is looking. I might add a little bit more slime. Um, but yeah, so basically the curse or whatever you want to call it, the haunting has evolved to the point where um it has taken over a modern song and it is now it can show up on the radio at any time. Like not just as part of the playlist anymore at my job. It can just show up on the radio whenever it wants. And that is terrifying because like it can just appear. It just shows up whenever it wants. It is an extreme escalation from where it started as just like a song that I knew would appear because it does. It's what it does. And like, it showing up on all those in all those other places coincidentally. It's just a coincidence. But now we have this modern reinterpretation or just like a remix of the same song, very different tone wise obviously, but the fact of the matter is it's still there and it can show up on the radio at any time and I hear it so frequently on the radio now. And now I hear it on the radio all the time. Okay, but is Kiss Me a good song? Yes, it is a good song. I like it. It is a good song. It's like the sappiest love song ever. Like it's a song that you would want to sing to your partner with a guitar. Like you would want to like take this song, yeah, sing it to your partner with a guitar in hand and just like you could sing the whole song. It would be so cute. Like they would love that. Like that's what the song is kind of meant to be, right? Like it's crazy. No, but that's not even the craziest part. Like that's a pretty crazy part, but that's not even the craziest part. Chad, are you ready for the craziest? Have you considered the craziest part? Considering that it has gone top 40, you are not the only one under the SCP effect. No, I'm convinced I'm the only one that hears it. right? Because like I brought up the song to my friends. I brought up the new song by Lisa up to my friends. They've never heard it before. I had to like link them to a YouTube video to like to hear it, right? And they never hear that one. They never hear that one. They only hear the original version, which is even weirder considering its age as a song. Like it's so weird that my friends are hearing that and not the modern one that like is top 40 songs in America right now. Like how is that possible? What's going on? But anyways, this is the craziest part. This is the craziest part, chat. So I'm working my job one night, and I do have like a customer service style job, right? And suddenly, out of nowhere, a random woman approaches me. I get approached by a woman, and she starts talking at me. She starts talking at me like I didn't even know she was there because she's behind me. And she starts talking at me, but I know she's talking to me. And so like I turn around and I'm like, whoa, 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 And it's just like imagine like a woman in like her late 40s, early 50s, right? That's her. She there's nothing like really distinguishing about like her characteristics or anything like that, but what she says is crazy. Like she just starts talking to me and she says, this is how she opens, by the way. This is the first thing she said to me. I am a third generation psychic. The first thing, the first thing this woman says is I am a third generation psychic. Like that is her opening line. And what she says after that is crazy. She's like, I I am a third generation psychic, and I have been trying to suppress my power for many years now. I've been I've been trying to suppress my power, but I need to tell you that you have a very strong aura. And I'm like, okay, you know, I have a very strong aura, right? And she said, your aura is very bright, very yellow. It glows like the sun, she said. And I'm like, okay, I'm absolutely flabbergasted, right? Like, what is going on right now? And she says, but that's not what concerns me. And I'm like, what? She says, you have a second aura, and it's directly behind your head. And not only is that second aura very bright, but it's very loud. It's very chaotic. It hovers above you. So like that's what she had to say to me. That's what she had to say. She didn't say much else after that. Like she just uh, uh, she, she was a third generation psychic who is trying to stop her power from working or whatever it is. And she said that my aura is strong, but that's not what concerns her. Like she said I had a second aura and it's behind me. Like what? What do you mean by that? She did not elaborate. She really didn't. I mean, like compared to, whatever, like it hovers behind you. And so basically I'm haunted, right? I mean like Like basically there's no other way to interpret this, right? Like I'm haunted, okay? Like what else could it possibly mean? That like I've had this song that's been haunting me for the past like seriously almost a year now, coming up on a year that it's been haunting me. It might as well be a year at this point. And I have this woman who is like going out of her way, like she didn't charge me. She wasn't like a scam artist kind of psychic. I know those exist. I like some psychics, they just want the money, but there are psychics out there that have no reason to do that. Like this woman had no reason to tell me these things. I didn't pay her anything. And she just like walks up and she says that to me. So yeah, I so after that encounter, I have simply chosen to interpret this as I am haunted, because I really can't think of many other explanations. I can't think of any other explanations. And so I get to thinking, like, okay, so if this is the song that's haunting me, right? Like, is this the ghost trying to communicate in some way, right? Is this the ghost trying to talk to me? And that's where like the character of Ghost Girl comes from, basically. That's the character of Ghost Girl. It's my interpretation using all of like the lyrics as clues and stuff, to like her personality and whatever. Like the so like for example, like if you look at the image that I made of her in the Discord right now, like she's wearing like a big hat with a flower on it, because like that's part of the lyrics, like it's part of the lyrics. And like a lot of her design aspects come from that. And the reason that she's red, like the reason that I use the color red to like make like her entire sprite, is because the psychic lady told me that the aura was red, you know? Like there are worse responses to being haunted than drawing a super hot ghost lady. Okay, but here's the thing. If you examine the lyrics, right? Like she's kind of into me, right? Like the whole song is about kiss me. The main lyric is like kiss me. It's the most romantic, like the most romantic song, the sappiest love song you could ever think of. Like for real. Like if we're going to interpret the lyrics of the song in a literal way, or like in a way that's like the main message trying to get across is that she wants to kiss me, or she wants me to kiss her, right? Because that's the one thing that's consistent across all three versions of the song, through the Jerry Terry song, through the main song, the real one, and then the Lisa song that came out recently, relatively. Like the main consistency, the through line of all of them is the main lyrics of "Kiss Me," the chorus. "Kiss me wherever, wherever, under the moonlight, bleebity bleebity." Zombie, thank you for the $5. This entire story was just lore for Ghost Girl? What the heck are you talking about? I don't know what any of that, but yeah, this entire story is just lore. Luke making drawings of his hallucinations, but they're not hallucinations, are they? Because the song is playing and other people can hear it when they're around me. This is just random ghost lady. This has nothing to do with Mastercards. Like, this is just the character that I made to give form to the ghost that is haunting me, right? I'm haunted, by the way. I'm this. That's the whole point. I'm haunted by a ghost girl. Presumably, she wants to kiss me, but there's no way to confirm that. There's no way to confirm that. What if you got into a relationship and she haunted you with a different song? That would be terrifying. That would be absolutely terrifying. I don't know what I would do there. I seriously have no idea. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be getting into a relationship anytime soon, but yeah. You didn't happen to break any cursed vases lately? No. I don't know what I did to bring this on other than hear the song for the first time. Like, that's the only thing that I can draw it back to. I can't listen to any version of Kiss Me without getting nervous after listening to Kiss Me Kill Me. Yeah, that's what my original thought was when I heard it for the first time at my job. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like this is so spooky that they're playing this song right now." Like that was the vibe. And like, isn't this crazy? Your meds. It's not even I'm not hallucinating it because other people can hear it when they're around me. That's the thing. They can hear the song and they know that it plays in my general vicinity. Chat, what do you think I should add to the top half of this card? Like, I like the slime on the bottom half, but I kind of want to do something a little bit more with the top half. Like, maybe more like more of these little nodule things I was thinking. That could be a good idea. Maybe the song is important to her. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I mean, like if the song is important to her, like maybe that's just her song. Maybe that's just the message. Oh, vent. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, I like having a vent up here. Yeah. I can add more techno bits up here too at the same time. I think like yeah, maybe having a vent where the dead pixel is and then more wires sort of springing from here. I think that would kind of tie it all together. But the dead pixel is going to stay. But I'm going to kind of maybe hide it a little bit cleverly, but it is going to stay. Um, let us maybe I'll use well, a whole tile for it because that'll that makes sense with common design and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be right there. The dead pixel will stay, chat. Don't worry. It's here to stay. But yeah, basically that's the story. Um and that's why I drew Ghost Girl that one time. And that's why I drew Ghost Girl again that other time. And actually, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, and that's how I came up with like the character and the design. It's just like listening to the song over and over because I hear it every day, you know. And today's my day off, but you know, here I am talking about it. And here, you know, I'm sure that one of my friends who's coming over later today will be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, so I went to the store the other day and I heard the song." Like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. But yeah, so yeah, you know, sometimes character design is just as simple as hearing a song. I should warn you that maybe you have given Ghost Girl a form. You know, I'm fine with that, honestly. I'm content with it. Like, I'm not gonna go insane by being haunted. I'm just gonna accept it because there's nothing I can really do. Like, what am I gonna do? Nothing. There's nothing I can do about getting haunted. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna live with it. And it seems like the ghost girl is pretty chill, so I seriously don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with being haunted in this way. It's like just an audio based ghost. I could probably get one of those like ghost hunting, whatever they're called, like the audio, the radio, whatever it is, the radio reader or whatever you call it. I actually can't remember what you call it. Maybe she'd be able to communicate through that. That'd be kind of neat, I think, if she was able to actually talk. But that's the thing. That's the lore, and that's why I don't know anything about her. I don't know her name. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know much. But yeah, that's the lore. That's the real lore right there. That's a nice looking vent right there. Do you think that the Kiss Me song is just the Badar Meinhof phenomenon? Did I just read something weird, or is that a real thing? I'm gonna look it up right now, and if that I'm gonna look that up, and if that's not real, looking it up. The frequency illusion. No, I don't think it is because it's too common. And this is where Dead Pixel will stay, chat, right here. Dead Pixel is going to stay right there. I hope you're happy. Um I don't think that it's that phenomenon. That is a real phenomenon that basically just says like, you recognize it because it happens a lot. And I think that's certainly a contributing factor, but like the fact of the matter is it happens every day. Like I don't think you understand. Like when I say every day, I mean literally every day. Even on days when I shouldn't hear it. Even on days where logically I should not hear it. It appears. And it keeps appearing. Uh, like I don't know. It's I if it was that effect, you know, that's fine. But I don't think it is. There's too much evidence, I would say. I think there's too much evidence. Like if it's that, then how do you explain the psychic lady? And then how do you explain like how do you explain like the new song getting released at the same time that this is all happening? And how do you explain like my friends hearing it and telling me about it? She haunts the song and likely radio waves, so what you need to find her is shortwave radios. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff, so sorry if I sound ignorant uh to like to what any of that equipment is, but like, I know that there's things out there that yeah, they capture, or not capture, but like they monitor radio waves and they change things. Yeah. You've been in a coma for 15 years. This would be, yeah, if this was all coincidence, right? If this was all coincidence, this would be like the craziest coincidence line ever, which is why I don't think it is. And maybe, you know what, like, benefit of the doubt, like devil's advocate, maybe it is my friends messing with me a little bit. Let's say maybe there's a chance that my friends are pulling a silly little prank and they're like, "Oh yeah, well, yeah, we pranked you, nerd." And like we've been playing this song and it's driving you insane. And like, yeah, okay, sure. That's cool. But there are some things that have happened that my friends could not have done. Again, the psychic lady. Like, did they hire a psychic lady or a lady who just claims to be a psychic to walk up to me at my job? Logistically, there's too much. There is too much. There's simply too much for it all to be a coincidence, like 100%. Like, there's no way. There's no way. But you know what? Yeah, like it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed like my life. It hasn't changed my like how I go about my daily life is what I mean to say. I just hear a song every day. I hear one song every day or a version of the song every day, I should say. None of this is real. Kiss Me's popularity, it could have made the newer song popular and vice versa. Yeah. Well, I think I don't know much about, you know, how pop music works behind the scenes and stuff like that. But Lisa, the artist who made the new version of the song, I'm pretty sure like she had a couple of her own cool songs going on before that. And like I think that might have led to that song's popularity ever so slightly just because you know, like if a pop artist makes one good song and then they make another song, like the radio's gonna capitalize on that. The radio's gonna, oh, you heard this song from so and so, so now get ready for another song by the same so and so, and yeah. And she's appeared in other things since then too, in other pop songs. Like she's in that one song with Maroon Five, Priceless, I think it's called. And I like Maroon Five too. That's another thing. Like Maroon Five is one of my like all time favorite bands. I love that music. And yeah. Oh, I know this song? Yeah. I bet you do. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $2. I'm back. Glad to see the dead Mixel alive and well. Yeah, I'm choosing to keep it there now. It's actually going to stay there forever. Like if anyone's gonna be upset about that, sorry, but it's just gonna stay there. It's gonna stay there forever now. Go to sleep. Chat, I get plenty of sleep. Like I work night shift, but like my cicadas are all in a row. You know what I mean? Like I get plenty of sleep. It is not an issue of sleep. I can promise you that. If it was an issue of sleep, that would be very telling, but I get more sleep than most people. I don't get sleep at the same times as most people because I work night shift. But Fortnite is not happening. Sorry, I'm not going to collaborate with Fortnite. Okay, sorry, this is so off topic, but so like Fortnite, ever since they did the thing where they ripped off Among Us like several years ago now, I've just despised Fortnite. Like I didn't like it before then, like I had never played it before, and I still have never played it. But when they just blatantly ripped off Among Us for no reason and made an Among Us game mode just to capitalize on Among Us's success, it really just left this terrible taste in my mouth, and I did not like it. So I just do not support Fortnite anymore at all. Sorry. You say cicadas. Yeah, whenever I'm referring to the circadian rhythm, which is, your sleeping pattern that you follow, I call it my cicadas because it's funny. Because that's not what it is. Wrong. Gas leak. If there was a gas leak, I would know because I have carbon monoxide detectors in my house and they ain't beeping, otherwise you would hear it. Uh, is, since this is since this is the middle of the table, should we combine things like the veto card into this? No, 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 no. The veto card and the direction tracker card can't be linked. This is an independent card with its own functionality. It has to be its own thing because no other card will function like this. I don't think. I really don't think so. I really don't think it's gonna be there's gonna be any other card like this. So having it be unique like this is pretty cool. I am Man, I just need one more. I need one more like thing. I need one more like little greebly up in this corner up here or something. I need one more little whatever you want to call it because I need it. Maybe something circular, but not this. Maybe something else. Well, actually, maybe I could. Maybe it could be more of that. I don't know. Have you gotten your ears checked recently? I think you have a hearing issue. No, I don't think it has anything to do with my hearing, chat. I think I'm just haunted. But you know what? If I'm getting haunted by a ghost, I've simply uh given her form, and it's a pretty cool form if I do say so myself. So hopefully she likes it. That's all I'm saying. If she didn't like it, like would she stick around or would she just go haunt someone else? Add a bunch of dead pixels. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. One isn't enough. We need more than one. More than one dead pixel in these parts. Yeah, one more little nodule thing right here. I think that'll be nice to have. One more little nodule. Boink, boink, boink. Up here, and then I'm gonna connect it. Add a big bolt. Did any of you guys catch the reference in the most recent uh, Uno Amalgam episode where like one of the cards was a reference to Lethal Company? Did anyone catch that? The junk removal card is a reference to Lethal Company. Because it's the tattered metal sheet. I just drew the tattered metal sheet in my pixel art style. And we all know that like tattered metal sheet is like the worst object that you can get in Lethal Company. But yeah. Yeah, that one's a bit more obscure. That one would, that one would probably have to be explained in the eventual references video. Yeah, I do want to make a video eventually that explains every reference in the game because I've added so many. Like I've seriously added so many. I can't list them all because I've added so many. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm going to open my not on camera, obviously, because I can't be showing you. But I'm just gonna open my tab with all the wild cards in it, and I'm gonna scroll down, and I'm just gonna name some franchises that I've referenced, because I think that would be pretty fun. Mastercards is obviously one that gets referenced quite a bit because it's my baby. There's a couple of Minecraft references in there. We got there's a couple of like Dungeons and Dragons type of references, or just like the homebrew stuff. Some locations there too. There's what else we guys? There's a bunch of things here. Oh, a reference to Lego City Undercover. That's pretty crazy. Another Minecraft reference. We got a reference to Until Dawn. We got a reference to Bendy and the Ink Machine. We got a reference to Click, the movie by Adam Sandler. We got references to Marvel Comics and DC Comics, both ways. We got a reference to Undertale Yellow. We got references to FNAF. We got Five Nights at Freddy's. We got references to Inscription. We got references to Lego Ninjago. We got references to Deltarune. We got references to a couple of songs in there that I like. Not gonna name those ones yet, but you'll see them. Got a reference to The Forest, the game, The Forest, if you've ever played The Forest. got references to a lot of multiverse references, which is where Doctor Disaster comes from originally. So yeah. Anyway, a little bit of a detour there, but yeah, just so you know, this game is going to be full of references. Lego City Undercover is so good. I think it's one of the best Lego games. I think it did really well for what it's trying to do. Is there a reference to Kiss Me? No, there isn't. But mostly because I couldn't make it fit into the theme anywhere. But I think I've done plenty of pixel artwork relating to Ghost Girl, so I don't think she's going to be mad that I didn't put her in my silly Uno game. Oh yeah, there's definitely a Team Fortress 2 reference. I believe so. I've almost certainly put a Team Fortress 2 reference in there. You gotta, you simply must put a Team Fortress 2 reference in there. And I think I will add just one more little, one more little chord. Yeah, top 5 Lego games for sure. I think Lego City Undercover is top 5 Lego games. I would stand by that. Yeah. I think my top 5 Lego games are probably like, I think Lego Batman 1 is at the top, and then probably like maybe Lego Batman 2 or Lego Indiana Jones would probably be second. But yeah, Lego City Undercover is top 5, I think. I can't remember where I ranked them in my I ranked every video game multi-stream, but uh, I have not played Dwarf Fortress, so I don't think there are any Dwarf Fortress references. Before Luke hears before Luke hears a song titled "Put Me in Your Silly Uno Game." Oh no, she's communicating. A man has fallen to the river in Lego City. Uh, I think I'm liking this, chat. I think this might be like where I want it here. Yeah. I think this might be where I want the card to be. I think this is pretty much what I was envisioning here. I like how this looks. Oh yeah, DC Supervillains is really good too. Lego DC Supervillains is really nice. So here's a question. Um, yep. Look at that, chat. It's as easy as that. I can just click this button and now it's going clockwise. Now it's going counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. So, what I will do is I will export the counterclockwise version first, right? I need to make it big, like that. So, and I'm going to rename it to counterclockwise. Okay. And then I will export this. And then I will shrink it back down again. I will flip it, and then I'm going to switch the slime colors. I think is what I'm going to do for the opposite side. The outer spiral of the vat is in the wrong direction. Yeah, of course. I did that on purpose. And I said that earlier, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, now I'm going to switch the slime colors. And I'll also switch the screen up here from pink to green. But so yeah, what I'll do is I will add another layer. And then I will copy this. I'll bring it up here. Like that. So like this. Now it appears kind of dark, but I can make this transparent, so now it's the right color. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $2. Invert the purple and green. Yeah, it's like a pinky, a magenta kind of color. Yeah, I'm switching their positions on the card. Oh, I see. Wait, actually, so people are suggesting, yeah. Um, yeah. Oh, for those of you wondering about the Tabletop Simulator version, it will be free if you own Tabletop Simulator, basically. Um, if you don't own Tabletop Simulator, it will not be free. Because you need to buy Tabletop Simulator. oh, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to buy Tabletop Simulator in order to play the Tabletop Simulator version, which is, it's fine, but like that's the only way that I can really do that. There we go. So now I switch the colors. Go there. Gotta make that a little darker. Yeah, that's nice. And then take the lighter shade, go there, take the even lighter shade, go there, and then I need an even lighter shade of this. So yeah, if you can't afford Chemicards when it eventually comes out, right? Um and if you have Tabletop Simulator, you will be able to play the game still. So I don't want anyone to worry about their ability to play the game. Uh-oh. Whoops. Ah, now I see the problem. I'm gonna have to manually paint bucket all this. Um, yeah, and I don't want to make it paid on Tabletop Simulator, even if I could do that. I know that like if you collaborate with Tabletop Simulator and like your game is big enough or whatever, they'll make it so that it can be a paid DLC of Tabletop Simulator, but I don't want to do that because I want it to be more accessible digitally. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be free if you have Tabletop Simulator and you want to play it. Simple as that. Simple as. Do you make money off of views? Yes, I do. I do make money off of views. My average is about like $300 a month or something like that, which is very good. I want to stress that like it's very good amounts of money for a YouTuber to make is that much because you really don't get a lot of money for a significant amount of views, which it kind of has to be that way a little bit, but I don't know. Like making money on YouTube, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of work to do that. It takes a lot of views to make enough money because you make like the average changes all the time, but you can make like basically say $7 for every 1,000 views or something like that. Um, and so like if you make $7 for every 1,000 views, then if you make a video that does 24,000 views, then you get like approximately or just under $7 24 times. So that's basically the math. I know there's a lot that goes into it, but that's how I generalize it when people ask me, like, oh, so you make money, do you? You make money off of this YouTube thing that you're doing. It's like, yes, I do. I do. And here's how it works. It's all based on ad revenue and things like that. Like different types of ads pay more than others. Like the ads that you have to skip manually or like skip by pressing a button are the ones that pay me the most. So, just so you are aware of that, every time you see one of those ads, just know that you're paying me like I don't know, a cent more or less than a cent more than people who don't get that ad at that specific time. And YouTube Premium users are like a whole other different thing. Like whenever a YouTube Premium user watches my video at all, I just get paid for it because like wherever they would have got an ad. I would get money for that. And it's like the most that they can give. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, YouTube Premium. Do you make more money off of views or sold board games? I haven't sold any board games, so I definitely make more off of YouTube right now. Uh, but the dream is to make more off of sold board games because then that would mean that people are playing my games and people are having fun, and I would like that. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty neat. Um, but yeah, like I haven't done like big math on like how much I stand to make from Chemicards or anything like that because I don't know how much the game is going to cost to manufacture. So I don't even know how much money I could make off of Chemicards. So just know that I'm doing this without knowing what the heck is going on at all. Just know that I'm doing this all for you guys basically right now because I have no idea what's going on otherwise. We got this here, and then we got this here, like that. Okay. I don't know how to do the math. What's 7 times 24? Do you not have a calculator either? Because like it's not like I know how to do that kind of math in my head. Math was like my worst subject. Um, yeah, 7 times 24. That's 168. Oh wait, no, seven times 24. 7 times 24 is 168. So that's $168 for like a video that had 24,000 views. Comparatively, videos that do better, like videos that have wider spread, make more money as well. So like the Monopoly Cheaters Edition video, the original Monopoly Cheaters Edition video, I've made like over $6,000 on that video. Like just that video alone has made me over $6,000 on the time it's been on YouTube. Isn't that wild? Like that's pretty crazy to me. I don't know. And that's why, uh, like that's the thing about like having videos that go big is like the bigger they go proportionally, the more money they make. When the tabletop simulator version is released, would you be okay with someone porting it to tabletop playground? Yeah, I don't really see a problem with that. I mean, people are gonna rip the images from there no matter what I do, basically. So, as long as it's free on tabletop playground and you're not profiting from it in any way, then I see no problem with it. But otherwise, like I there are some actions that I can take to get it off of there, just so you know. So be careful. Don't charge anything for it. um yeah, so this is clockwise. I've rotated the colors of the slimes, so now it is clockwise and the colors have been inverted or opposite of each other or whatever. So now I can export this one as well, I believe. I'm just looking over everything again. Um, I'm going to charge $1 billion for Chemicards. Please don't. DJ Gamma, thanks for the $2. White arrows? I don't know if they should be white arrows. I mean, like we can always just check, can't we? Oops. Wait, it's layer 2, isn't it? Mm, like it definitely works. I mean, it definitely like you have very good visibility there, but I think the black looks better. Yeah. I think the black just fits better. I mean, it definitely fits better on the green card because the green is like a brighter color just in general, but I think it looks better on the pink too. The heck am I getting an ad for Magic the Gathering? Oh my gosh. I've never played Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I got an ad on my own channel. I'm running ads on my own stuff. But yeah, so I think this is good. I'm just yeah. I think this might be the thing here. This might be it. So I'm gonna rename this to just regular clockwise. Because this is going clockwise and the other one was going counterclockwise. We know this. We know what's going on here. And now I export it. So now I have it for later. That's pretty darn good. You know what? I'm really happy with how this card turned out. Like this is a really like a nothing burger of a card. Like it only does one thing, you know? So like even having these less important cards look look cool is fun. Direction tracker card. Very nice. Spin that wheel. Fine. All right, we're spinning the wheel again. What do we got? Biology. Oh my god, it's biology. um uh, Here, wait, before I start talking about biology, I'm just gonna I'm shrinking the screen for just a tiny bit because I'm gonna put the art in my art folder on my desktop here real fast, real fast. There we go. All right, sorry for shrinking you, chat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to shrink you, except I did. All right, so those two images are saved, so I'm just gonna delete all this so we can move on. Boink, boinkus, and then we just boom. Okay, so we're gonna move on to a different type of card. Yeah, I will talk about biology, but I just need to decide what the next card type I'm going to focus on is. I'm gonna open my rules doc, sort of look around, see what needs it, what card types we need. I know we need like Tiki card and stuff like that, but that seems like too big of a project for the amount of time I have left, unfortunately. Because that one has more stuff going on with it. It needs like spaces for symbols and things like that. Um, why'd you make us tiny? I had to make you tiny so I could drag things around on my screen, and I don't have dual monitor setup. Y'all are literally on my laptop. My laptop is my second monitor right now. Um, it takes a second to scroll to the bottom of the rules doc, doesn't it? um, yeah, so we already have the veto card. We already have the default like wild and number and color stuff set up, and that's something that like the colors and numbers and whatever that'll be off camera just like the wild cards were. Okay, let's see here. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just looking. I'm just doing a little looking, chat. I be looking at it. Oh, you know what we could do? We could probably make a template card for the dares and truths. That's one that could probably be done relatively quickly. Cause like it's just a bunch of lists, you know? Like it's just like the list. Oh yeah, and the mercy coin. That's another one. I mean, it's gonna be a card, but yeah, the mercy coin is another one that we could do. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. I think okay, so Mercy Coin. Remind me of Mercy Coin next art stream because I will do that. But that one seems just a little bit more in depth. I think like I need to do the I'm gonna do the lists because like realistically I only have like an hour left here, so I'm just gonna like the list card is going to be really easy because it's just gonna be like an off white and then like some texturing and then some lines where you write in the custom truths and the custom dares, you know, or just the custom dares. I guess is the ones where you're writing it in. So I kind of want to make it look like paper, I guess. So okay, wait. First, I need to add my black border here. Because every Chemicards card starts, I already put it in before I started the stream on the other card, but I have this black border, and then there's 1 pixel of roundedness to the black border, like that. Yeah, I only have limited time. I do have to play Deltarune later, and I also need to eat food. That's another thing I need to do. I don't need to sleep, I need to eat food. How many lines does this need? 16. Oh wait, no, not 16. Not 16. Um it needs how many shoot, how many dares are in Uno Dare? Like what I look up Uno Dare right now. I feel like this is something I should know, but I don't. Ah, yeah, okay. So this is the regular Uno Dare, the non-spicy one. So, oh god, of course the image is super blurry here. 16. Oh, I was right. I was right. So it's 16. So you need 16 blanks that go up and down where you can write stuff in, right? So it's 16 of them. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Okay, now that I know what I'm doing, biology. So I took a like like a human evolution course in college. I think that's what it was called. It was human evolution. Um, and like it was like how do I it was like a course that I was forced to take because funny haha college system stupid, you know. This needs to be lighter. Um and like I learned a lot about like how anatomy sort of evolved over time. Like that was one of the things. That was one of the things that I learned is like, oh, like if like the traits of things and how they and how they evolve over time to suit their environment and stuff like that. And the funny thing about this is our professor had us play Spore. If you don't know what Spore is, it's basically just like Evolution the game basically, and it's pretty funny. Um pretty funny that we had to play Spore in like a college class to learn about how evolution works and stuff like that. Like that's pretty funny. um, like you would never think, yeah, you would never think you'd need to do that. Goated professor, yeah, really. Um, like I never would have thought. I never would have thought I'd be playing a video game in a college class. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Like this. The dare lists. The dare lists though. And then we do that again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, that was probably the most fun I had in that class because it was a subject that I wasn't really that interested in, but I got to play Spore and I got to learn some things about human evolution that are actually kind of neat or whatever. I don't think it was worth the amount of money that I paid for it, but whatever. Whatever, man. It's college. Is this going to work out the way that I want it to work out? Let's find out. I basically just want this one to look like an actual written piece of paper, if that wasn't clear. If that wasn't clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my god, that's perfect. Goated. Using math. Using math to do the thing that I want. Who would have thought they would have seen Luke using math to do the thing that he wants to do? But yeah, I want it to look like paper because this card needs to be white, basically, because you have to write on it and stuff. So you gotta write on it, kid. You gotta write on it. I will do this though. I'm gonna take a couple pixels off all of these so I can throw some numbers in there. And then we do a little like that. DJ Gamma, thank you for the $5. Considering this is at a playing card scale, 8 rules per side may be the best, so it's not a pain to write with dry erase. I'm not accounting for dry erase. Uno Dare Adults only actually does do this 8 dares per side. Well, there's trade-offs to this, right? Because if I do 16 per side, that's how the original did it, right? And I don't think they were anticipating you to use dry erase. Dry erase is not something I'm accounting for at all, basically, because none of the other Uno versions account for dry erase, so why should I, right? But it would be more accurate to have it all on one side, and it would also potentially save space because I could have another list of dares on the other side, like ones that aren't pre-written, so to speak. Like the ones that I'm just going to throw in there, whatever. Um, so yeah, it's going to be cramped. It's probably going to be cramped to write your dares in there, but I'm you gotta suffer like your elders did, so to speak, because I had to write the dares in these tiny lines, and you know what? You're gonna have to too. It'll save me manufacturing costs as well. So there you go. Aren't the cards plastic? It would be hard to do it in pen. Don't use pen. Use permanent marker. Like the fine point permanent marker. That's what I used for all of mine, and it works phenomenally. And I'm talking like the real Uno versions now, not like not whatever, not whatever else. You know what? I could just hmm hmm. I could just add in the numbers with my font in there. I just thought of that now. You could put the numbers in with the font and then the name of the card at the font as well, just like the other one did. Um, but I would like to make this look a lot more interesting than, or at least moderately more interesting than whatever is happening here. I kind of want to make it look like crumple paper, like a little bit crumply, but big handwriting. If you want, yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad because yeah, I'm not accounting for it. There are some quality of life things that I have done in this game, and this is not one of them. I'm not gonna do it. So sorry, but I believe this is the best and most accurate option. Most accurate to the original. How will this work in Tabletop Simulator? I'm pretty sure there's functionality where you can write on stuff in Tabletop Simulator, so you can just write stuff on the game components themselves. I'm pretty sure. Either that, or you could just take the image for this card out of Tabletop Simulator and then use any image editing software to add in your own stuff, and then just put it back in. You know, like just I don't think that would be too hard. I mean, you got to know a little bit about how to navigate the files or whatever, but maybe I could include a tutorial for that or something. Oh yeah, you can edit descriptions of cards in order to write on them. Yeah, that's also true. Orange knows what Orange is talking about, because like yeah, that's also true. They have you can describe any card using the card itself. You can describe any card. You can describe any card using a card. I realize I'm not talking about biology anymore. What else do we got? Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, we got romance. Excellent news. Yeah, romance. Not a lot. Not a lot is going on in the romance department right now. Oops. What did I do there? Huh? Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, not a lot is going on in the Luke lore romance department right now. I think I think one thing that I'm not really helping the stereotype of is that I am a like very oblivious man. Like when it comes to romantic advances, so to speak. Um like there is just so many times where I don't know if someone is actually flirting with me or not. But like, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy, basically. Yeah, I mean, I have a ghost girl haunting me and stuff, and she wants to kiss me or whatever. But, you know, like, when it comes to, like, real world, like, I mean, not, when it comes to girls who have flirted with me in the past, I sometimes I just don't know. And this is a tragic tale that happens to many people, I'm sure. um like okay, so here's an example, right? So I'm in high school, right? I'm in high school and I'm working with my high school's theater department. Okay. And my theater department like I didn't do acting at all because I have stage fright. I can talk to you guys all day, but I have stage fright when it comes to real stages. And so I didn't I didn't do any acting, but I did do backstage work. That was my thing. I did backstage work, and I really enjoyed that because I like doing artsy stuff and building things and whatever. So, but there was this girl there, and she was in the grade above me, and she was also a member of the backstage crew, and we worked together on a lot of things, and I knew her already for a long time or whatever. Um, like I knew her for many years or whatever. And apparently at some point, like I was in, I think I must have been in like 10th or 11th grade or something. Apparently at some point she asked me out, and I didn't know. I didn't know that she asked me out. So fast forward to um like not too long ago, like maybe like 2 3 years ago now. Fast forward that far, and my friend Margie is like, "Oh, hey, by the way, did you know that like so and so asked you out in high school?" And I'm like, "What?" And Margie's like, "Yeah, like so and so asked you out, and like you responded and everything, and it basically meant no, whatever you said." And like this girl was like really upset, and like she vented to me for like an hour or two, and I'm like, "What?" Because I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no idea that this happened. I had no idea that she asked me out, which is like, I don't even remember the conversation at all, and I don't remember what she said, and I don't remember anything about it because the event was so uneventful to me that I just didn't even bother to put it into long-term memory, you know? So it's like, well, I was so baffled by that. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I feel like I was so chronically alone, and I still am. I still am chronically alone. But like, but like back then, I was so chronically alone. Like, I feel like I would remember if someone asked me out, right? I feel like I remember that, and I liked her too. I haven't talked to her in like a long time because like, you know, life takes you different directions or whatever. But like, I liked her too. I probably would have said yes, but like I don't even recall the event. I didn't even know that it happened until my other friend told me years later. uh Psychic damage, kind of funny though. I mean, yeah, it is funny now. Like I'm laughing now because like god, I'm so oblivious to that. But like when I first learned about it, I wasn't laughing. I'm like, "Wait. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?" Oh, that is too light. That is too light. You can just go down just a tiny bit. What? Just go down just like a tiny bit. There we go. Yeah, now I need this color a little bit lighter. But yeah, things like that have happened to me multiple times. I think it's happened at least one other time as well. I just can't recall the specifics right now. I'm kind of brain farting on that. Um, um, so yeah, hi, I just binged the entirety of the Uno Malcolm series. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm happy to be working on this. I can't wait to make it real as well. How are you going to be able to write on the cards if they're going to be plastic? Permanent marker. Use a fine point permanent marker or an ultra fine point permanent marker. Um, that's yeah, that's what I got for you. This is like when someone asked me to do something for them that they were more capable of themselves, and I just did not realize what it meant. Yeah, that it's so real, isn't it? It's so real. That's a real thing. It happens. It happens for real. Um, like, and I have had relationships before. I will say, I have. I have been in relationships before, but I have not been in a relationship for like 7 years now. I think it is. I think it's 7 years. Um, which is fine. I'm not like bothered by it, but it do be a little lonely sometimes. It do be a little lonely. But yeah, like yeah, basically I'm just an oblivious guy. There was a there's a girl at my job right now, and I don't know about job relationships. I don't know if like that's the thing that anyone should ever do, but there's a girl who she gave me like a little 3D printed dinosaur, like out of nowhere. Like I've only talked to her like 4 times total because she's on a different part of the job, and like I just rarely even get to interact with her. But somehow she found out that I used to 3D print stuff, and I still do sometimes. But like she found out that I 3D printed stuff, and she gave me a little 3D printed dinosaur thing. And it's like, what? Who are you? And like, I imagine the gif of the guy who gets given an orb, and then the orb like distorts into like, oh, is it just being friendly or is it flirting? And it's like, well, I don't know. And that's where I'm at like all the time with any interaction like that. It's so random. Like, why did you give me this little dinosaur? Are you flirting with me? Why are you being nice to me? Don't worry, you're in a parasocial relationship with your chat. Yeah, I guess. You have us. Will there be an easy way to avoid exclude write-on mechanics, or will they be too integrated? I don't like permanently marking up my games. I mean, it's as simple as just taking out any cards that you would have to write on, so any of the custom wilds and these cards and things like that, and then just ignoring symbols that use those mechanics. It's that easy, and you're allowed to do that. That's a fundamental part of Chemicards is you are allowed to house rule out whatever you want, so you can do that. Go for it. I support you. Has she given other people things? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But like it's really odd to me because like I've seriously only interacted with this girl like 4 times, maybe 5 times. And one of those 5 times was her giving me the little thing, the little 3D printed dinosaur. And it's like I don't know you. You don't know me. Like it wouldn't be surprised if she didn't even know my name. Like I have a name tag and I need to have a name tag on. And that's probably how she knows my name because I've never said my name out loud around her. Luke, this is so painfully obvious from the outside looking in. This is like some if this is flirting, it's like some high school, middle school nonsense where it's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna give him a little 3D printed thing, and then like run away." Like what is that? Like it's so unclear. It's so unclear to me. And then like what if it isn't flirting? What if she is just a really nice person and she heard that I 3D print so she gave me a 3D print thing that she made? Like it was a really small thing. Like it probably took like 30 minutes to print total, right? And you only have to press a button for that. It's a very low effort thing. Plot twist: the girl and the person you accidentally rejected are the same person. They are not. I would recognize the person that I accidentally rejected that one time. I unironically did that for a girl in high school. I 3D printed a cat for them. Granted, I was friends for them. Yeah. No, that's awesome. See? So friend, that's a friend moment right there. That's a friend. It's a friend moment. You have to give back a small 3D printed thing? I do? I do though? Also, chat, this is looking pretty good. this, this card is looking great because, like, it's looking really good. I mean, what else could you ask for? It just needs to be a blank slate. I added all these unnecessary textures. Oh, you did date eventually, though? Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Certified friend. You need to slowly escalate the size and complexity of the 3D prints until one of you prints out a ring for the other. Bro. Nah. Nah. Like, well, the stuff I used to make, the stuff I used to 3D print and the stuff that I still print, um, it's really big. I don't want to force her to spend hundreds of dollars just to print something that's bigger eventually. Like I 3D printed an entire um I 3D printed that entire Springtrap cosplay that I posted. Like I 3D printed that whole thing. It's my it wraps around my entire body. That cost me like hundreds of dollars. Like that's the stuff that I'm printing. That's the big stuff that I'm printing. Also, you know what? This card I think might just be as good as done. I don't know. Actually, wait, one more thing. One more thing. Just one more thing. That's all. One more thing, chat. Um one more thing. I'm just going to add one more. What the heck is this? Why can't I see it? Hello? I cannot see it. I will do something else instead. Um but yeah, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if it's flirting, and I probably never will know if it's flirting. No, with my track record, there's no way. There's no way I'll know if it is flirting. Oops. I just want some little crinklies, little crinklos in here. I was gonna put a circle in there, but I think that would be a little bit too disruptive on the card. Just a little bit too disruptive. So I'm kind of glad that the Piskel is glitching out on me a little bit. um, add a stray pixel. No, that it would be too obvious on this one, chat. Actually, no, I'm gonna add a stray pixel. Hold on, check this out. Check out this stray pixel. Check out this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Stray pixel right here. That's gonna throw people off. That's really gonna throw people off. It's probably not flirting. I made 3D printed gifts for people I didn't even know just for the fun of it. See? That makes me feel better because she's just being nice. See, chat? It's not crazy to think that oh, some people think, oh, it's definitely flirting, and some people think oh, well, it's definitely not flirting or probably not flirting. Like it's okay for me to be indecisive about it. Will Chemicards have the same logo type as Mastercards? No, it's going to have a very different logo. I'm going to have to. That'll probably be its own art stream as the logo. I'm going to make my own pixel art for that one, like a whole canvas. It will not be just broken bits. It'll have its own thing. Is that my stray pixel goat from Deltarune? Yeah, that's a Deltarune reference. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this because this is, oh wait, yeah. I need to rename it. Dare list card. Rename it, resize it, make it big. export that thing. And now I have it forever. That Shatter is lying and sabotaging you. Bro, what do you... it can go either way, chat. It can actually go either way. And like I said, I've only interacted with her like 5 times maximum. So if it gets more severe, if things keep happening, then like, yeah, then maybe it's flirting. But until then, it is not. The Deltarune Chapter 2 Straight Pixel. What chapter are you on in Deltarune? I have beat Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, but right now my friends and I are trying to get perfect save files from chapters 1, 2, and most of 3 so that we have ideal conditions to fight the secret boss of Chapter 3 because we've not beat that yet. Image_friend. Oh my god. Thank you for the $5. Can you please add Jimbo and Bluey to the game? Also trans rights. I can't add Jimbo and Bluey because they're characters that Toby Fox has. I'm not going to disrespect Toby Fox like that. But trans rights. Absolutely. Are the lines supposed to be off center? Yeah, they are because I'm going to put numbers on this side. I'm going to put my font over there. Good luck with chapter 3 secret boss. Thank you. I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything, but yeah, chapter 3 secret boss is a little bit on the difficult side. I don't think Jimbo is a Deltarune character. I don't know. I can't remember all the little blorbos that Toby Fox makes, okay? But yeah. I think I don't think I'm going to get another card done in the time that I have allotted myself here because my friends are going to be coming over relatively soon and I do need to eat a meal. But before I end stream here, I just want to say, like, thank you. Thank you all for the donations. Thank you all for being so active. This has been a very active chat. I really do enjoy interacting with you. This is so fun for me. It's so fun, like, talking with y'all. And y'all are funny. I need you to know that you are so funny. You make me laugh all the time. um but yeah, like this has been really fun, and this is good progress on alternate card types. The funny thing is, I'm not going to be touching either of these for like a really long time because I need to work on the other main draw pile cards. So these are just gonna like sit in my folders for a second, but it'll be good to have them for later because then I'll just have them ready when I get to the side decks and things like that and the individual cards. Um, I love art streams. Well, that's great because I like hosting art streams. But I don't get to do them very often. I don't get to do streams as much as I want just because I'm so busy. And I wanted to do this one because I know I won't be able to do another one in August. So I'm sorry. If you want another one in August, it's probably not going to happen. But hopefully September I can do another one. Um, yeah, I wish I could stream more, but I can't. I have so much stuff going on, and a big part of that is just working on Chemicards and videos and other things, and working my full-time job and whatever else. um, I think the pets will probably take longer than the characters, honestly, because there's a lot more pets than there are characters. But yeah, thank you all for watching the stream. I really do appreciate it. I am going to end the stream now so I can go eat some food, and I hope y'all eat some food and get some sleep, and have a good rest of your day, everyone. Thank you again. Goodbye.